It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
So today is National Fluffernutter Day.
I'll bring the fluffernutter.
Okay, give me all your fluffernutter.
Fluffernutter.
That sounds nasty.
What is it?
Marshmallow cream and peanut butter sandwich.
Is it contagious?
No, they're delicious.
It's delicious.
There's no difference. As long as I got a cup of coffee, I'll try anything once.
Let's start the show.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Happy Fluffernutter Day, indeed. I don't know what that peanut butter and marshmallow whip, something on bread. It's going to be a no for me. But thanks. Those of you that are Fluffernutterites, have at it. Children, go get after it. Enjoy. Have to. It's your day. Happy Wednesday, the 8th day of the 10th month of 2025. I'm Jeffrey. That guy over there is Christian Snyder. And you're you. Thanks for being here. Where would we be without you? Got something you want to talk about on your mind, in your heart, bouncing around in your soul? What are you waiting for? Give us a call. The number to dial, 336-777-1600. Mostly cloudy today. We will make our way to gradually sunny skies. The chance of showers and thunderstorms in the early going. We'll top out about 80. Then tonight, dropping all the way to the low 50s. Tomorrow, sunny with strong winds throughout much of the day and a high of only 67. It'll be that way Friday as well. And in our extended forecast from the Storm Report for the foreseeable future, we'll top out in the upper 60s, low 70s for the next several days. So maybe we are trending in the direction of fall. And that's a lovely thing indeed. Packed show coming your way 7 minutes after the top of the hour. Katie, beautiful Katie. She's the only girl that I adore. Katie Carroll from the Camel City Playhouse hanging out in the green room. We're going to find out what's going on with their next big show coming up in just a few days. We've got your Wordle clue. We'll open up the history book Rewind from CBS and your magical musical moment. That's all in hour number one. Then after the top of the hour break, about 53 minutes from now, Clay Farrington will be here as we go online. We'll get on the road again to Pretty's General Store. Susie Hamilton will drop by with This Week in Carolina History. And Martin Frank going to help us get ready for a little Thursday night NFL action during NFL Preview. Then on to hour number 3. Ty Collins will be here as we go off the beaten path. Dave Pulaski will check in with our high school football game of the week, Reagan at Reynolds during Pigskin Preview. And we're going to visit the Tar Heel Antiques Festival and catch up with our buddy Craig Lloyd. I mean, what a show. Something going on in your neck of the woods. You want us to help get the word out? We can. Why don't you send me an email? This is the easiest way. You can do it any time of the day or night, and I'll respond, and we'll figure out how we can help. Triad Today at WSJS.com. You got a public service announcement, a community notification, something going on at the church, at the schoolhouse with your charitable good works group? Are you having a bazaar this fall? Are you serving up a charity breakfast? Is there a performance, a play, a musical, a concert? Are you having a run, a festival, a Shangri-La, as it were? Then let us know, will you, please? And we'll do what we can. Again, the easiest way, email any time of the day or night, Triad Today at WSJS.com. And then we can go from there. I got some good news to share with everybody. This is way cool. I love stories like this. There's a new poll or data gathering release, something, whatever, you know, when smart people go out and talk to other people and they put all the information together, right? One of those is out. It's the annual study that ranked U.S. cities. What are the best cities in which to drive and the worst cities in which to drive? They considered 30 different factors. Wow. That's pretty in-depth. That's extensive. It includes traffic, weather, accidents, gas prices, parking, how much it costs to maintain your car. All right, Mr. Snyder, as always, you know I love to play this game. Out of the whole great, big, beautiful USA, what's the best city in which to drive?
Somewhere in the Midwest.
No. The number one on the list was Corpus Christi, Texas. My only guess is because there's nothing to run into. It's just plains, right? But I don't know. I've never been to Corpus Christi. So, but number 2, Christian, number 2, you've been there.
Boston.
Good gracious, no. Bounce your car off another one. Every car's got dents in Boston because they don't pay attention.
New York.
Nope.
Washington, D.C.
Nope. All right, I'll put you out of your misery. Number 2, Greensboro, North Carolina. How about that?
Good for them.
Way to go, Greensboroians. And Boise, Idaho is number 3. Scottsdale, Arizona, 4. Laredo, Texas rounds out the top 5. Then we've got Lubbock, Texas, Birmingham, Alabama, Plano, Texas, and Austin, Texas are your top 9. Why do we get 5 cities in Texas in the top 9? Corpus Christi, what do we have? Laredo, Lubbock, Austin, and Plano. Good for them. Oh, and no, they didn't stop at number 9. Guess what number 10 is?
I don't know.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So how about that? Greensboro and Winston-Salem are number 2 and number 10 out of the entire nation, the best cities in which to drive. That's way cool. And so you know, Raleigh checked in at number 11. So Texas led the way with 5 of the top 10. North Carolina had 3 in the top 11. So that's pretty good. They combined for 8 of the top 11 spots in the country. That's neat. Wow, the worst cities. We can touch on some that Christian so aptly named. And who would disagree? Philadelphia is number 1. Oakland, California at number 2. Washington, you mentioned Washington, didn't you, Christian?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Washington, but they're heavy on the signage. Any of you ever noticed that? You drive around Washington, D.C., there's 45 signs at every intersection. It's what it looks like, right? One way here, go there, over here, around yonder, a detour, go here. Oh, my goodness. New York City, which Christian also mentioned, comes in at number 3 in the worst cities in which to drive. Have you ever driven in New York, Christian?
It's not fun.
Have you?
One time.
Oh, not me. You're a better man than me. I have no desire. No, I'll take a bus, subway, walk, Uber. Have you seen the kids in Manhattan that hold on to the back of a bus while they're skateboarding or rollerblading? And that's how they make their way through town. Isn't that scary? God, and they just do it. I mean, it's the way I know. It's a different way of living. So bless them. Chicago checks in at number 4. Then San Francisco. The rest of your top 10 or bottom 10. Detroit, L.A., San Jose, California, and Baltimore, Maryland. Wow. Okay, so there you go. All the big cities. Not particularly fun to drive in, but way to go, Greensboro, way to go, Winston-Salem, way to go, Raleigh, North Carolina. Great cities in which to drive. Christian, what time, thereabouts, not to the minute, ballpark figure, what time did you get up this morning?
About 4:15.
Ooh-wee. All right, I'm just going to leave this like this. Had a meeting this morning. Was supposed to start at 5 a.m. Didn't show up. I'm not talking about you. Didn't show up. So move on to other things. And then you get a phone call that says, all right, I can be there in 15 minutes. And so you return to the meeting site, right? And then it's actually a half an hour before can you imagine? You set a meeting that early in the morning at 5 a.m. and you're an hour and a half late. Wow.
Respect people's time, please.
Wow, that was my thought. I've worked past that. I'm over it now. All is well. Everyone's safe. That's good. All things were done that needed to be. But good gracious, what a way to start a Wednesday. My goodness. All right. Well, we have got a ton of fun stuff to get to. So I don't want to put it off another minute. Katie Carroll with the Camel City Playhouse is up next. Stick around and find out what Katie's going to talk about. But first, we got to start the show like we always do, honoring the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Biscuit King, serving breakfast and lunch all day, every day, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. It is dine-in, carry-out, and drive-through, made from scratch. Biscuit King, home of the good enormous biscuit. Star Spangled Banner, performed this morning by Adina Menzel.
Oh, say, can you see what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rent the land, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
Work, family, life. Need a break from the grind? How about a front row seat to a college football doubleheader?
Let's go! Whatever you want, I got it. Whatever you need, I got it.
This Saturday, we start with the number 1 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes visiting the number 17 Fighting Illini of Illinois, followed by the Florida Gators fresh off their win against Texas. Visit the number 5 Aggies of Texas A&M. Catch all the action starting at 11:30 a.m. on WSJS.
Feel the charm of Mount Airy. October 10th through 12th, the Autumn Leaves Festival brings 200 artisans, live music, and food you love. Presented by Carport Central.
Biscuit King in High Point and Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a country ham biscuit for only $3.19. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
Stay tuned for this important Publix service announcement. Publix now carries Le Bleu, so find a bottle or a case of Le Bleu ultra pure bottled water at Ingles, Food Lion, Lowe's Foods, Walmart, and now at Publix. Your body will love Le Bleu.
Compare the taste and purity of Le Bleu Ultra Pure Bottled Water with any other bottled water and let your body make the choice.
My body loves Le Bleu.
Does your backyard need a little TLC this spring? It can be overwhelming to know where to start. Luckily, Ace Hardware on Robin Hood Road is here to help. Josh and his staff offer personalized yard care prescriptions tailored just for you. And right now, get free assembly and delivery on grills, blowers, and lawnmowers over $3.99. Ace knows your backyard is their backyard. Visit your neighborhood Ace at acehardware.com for online orders that'll be ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
Burt Reynolds here. Now that I'm on the other side, I'm taking things easy. Sipping bourbon with Elvis, playing poker with Dean, and still outrunning whatever's chasing me. But today, I'm here to tell you about fall into winning at WSJS.com. Rake in the big wins like concert tickets, gift cards, football games, and more. So remember this, sugar. If heaven's got a highway, I'm already doing 120, looking to fall into winning at WSJS.com.
Let's do it. Good morning from Jeffrey Griffin on Triad Today.
Good morning.
Sports in the Triad, WSJS 720. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world, online at WSJS.com. It is time for us to visit the green room. Our friends from Camel City Playhouse got another big show on the horizon, and Katie Carroll is with us. Good morning, Katie. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
So, Katie, it's just the perfect musical for the October season, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a must-see.
Blood flies, limbs are severed, demons tell bad jokes. You gotta keep your sense of humor when you're coming to this, and it's all even better. What could make it even better? I know. Let's set it to music. I mean, Katie, this is it's called Evil Dead the Musical, and we're talking about some of these cult classic films: The Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. You take the best or worst, however you see it, and put it all on stage with some really gifted performers, and voila, here we are, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Katie, is this what I heard? The first 4 rows are the splatter zone. Is that right?
Yes. So as you buy tickets, you will be notified that you're in the splatter zone, but I would go so far as the actors on stage get a little enthusiastic when it's time to spray the blood. So I'd be careful till about 6 rows back.
Katie,
but
so
don't worry,
funny.
we supply ponchos.
That's
so you'll be okay.
Funny. You know, normally when you're doing Halloween, I mean, if you're going to do like a little trickle or something, you can go to pretty much any store and get this little tube. Y'all must buy the fake blood in 5-gallon buckets, don't you?
We do, but at the same time, we try to be considerate of our audience. So it is generally washable. However, when you've laid under a stage for weeks on end, it does stain your hair pink, is what I found in my 3 years of doing this.
Well, it's a good life hack to know. So if you wallow around in the fake blood, your hair's going to be pink. Now, for those of you that have dark hair, probably not an issue. You'll just have a glowing tint for the spooky season. All right, so and some folks went, what in the world are they talking about? So here's the deal. Katie, we don't need to be a fan of Evil Dead to love the show, right?
Absolutely not. This is a show for anybody who has a great sense of humor and a love of Halloween.
Yeah, you don't have to be even a fan of horror to love the show. You don't even need to be a fan of musicals, although I can't imagine why in the world you wouldn't be. So, Katie, are you a theater veteran, or is this a one-time-a-year thing? What got you involved with Camel City Playhouse and doing this show?
I was pulled in about 3 years ago by a dear friend of mine, and I fell in love with it. The first time I saw this show was the first year they did it 5 years ago, and I was lucky enough to snag tickets to a midnight show on Halloween, and I cannot remember laughing so hard. It just was fun from start to finish, and I was not familiar with the Evil Dead series when I went to see it. I just, I enjoy a good pun and quality acting. So
and
Katie, it was a lot of fun.
It's just become a staple of the spooky season in the Triad, hadn't it?
It has.
All right.
It has, and rightfully so.
I agree. I got a story to share with you first, but let me give everybody the dates of the show. And we're a little bit earlier than we would normally do this because we want you to put this on your calendar. We want you to get tickets. We want you to have time to get a sitter and make arrangements. It's so much fun. You just got to go and see it for yourself. Camel City Playhouse is the website to visit. Then it starts. You open, Katie. The rest of the company will be there Thursday, October 23rd. And these are all 7 o'clock showtimes. It'll run that weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all at 7 p.m. Then Sunday, the 26th, there's a 2 o'clock matinee. And then, Katie, you get a little bit of time to rest and take care of stuff at home, do homework, laundry, all that. And then we're going to do it the next weekend, which is Halloween weekend. We got Thursday, October 30th. It'll run that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've got the hiccups at 7 p.m. That happens. And then we'll wrap it up Sunday, November 2nd at 2 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
So there you go. And the story I was going to tell you, Katie, and so it seems like you just kind of walked into it and then it felt like, oh, yeah, this is right. I can be a part of this. When I was, Vicky's my wife, Katie, And
Okay.
when we were dating, Vicky kind of drops it on me in one of those, oh, well, I grew up going to haunted houses. I just love haunted houses. I love spooky season, Halloween, haunted. Well, Katie, that's not my jam. That's not my happy place. I've never been to a haunted house. When I went to Disney World as a child, I cried at the Haunted Mansion, and my mama said, you don't have to go. So that's before I even got in. That was in line. Now, you fast forward all these years later, and I want to impress the girl, right? I mean, you get that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That all makes sense.
Yes.
So I said,
yes.
I can go. I can do this. I can. All right. It's just, so finally, I had to talk myself into it. What I finally latched on to was that it's a show. Nobody's really chasing me with a chainsaw. I'm not really in danger. It's not real blood. There are no snakes, no spiders. Nobody's going to touch me and all that. And when I got in, and I finally decided, I kind of looked at it, as weird as it sounds, as a Halloween version of going to The Sound of Music, because I was a theater kid.
Yes.
And I thought, if I go and I play along with the story in The Sound of Music, why can't I go and play along with the haunted house? So we went, and Katie, I had a blast. It was like your first time at Evil Dead at Camel City Playhouse. I loved it. Vicky and I laughed. We held hands all the way through. And of course, I ended up getting the girl, and now we've been married 184 years and all that. And we go every year. And now we take our children. It is a family outing. And once you finally give it a try, you go, oh, I see what we're doing. I can't believe I missed out on all this fun all these years. And I think that's exactly how audience members are going to feel at Camel City Playhouse the next couple weeks, don't you?
I absolutely do. This is not, I know Evil Dead, it's sort of a misdirection. It is funny. This is a funny show.
Yeah.
This is not one where you should walk in and expect to be scared. It is a horror story making fun of itself. So the actors break the fourth wall. They interact with the audience. It is just an all around good time. And every show we use the same script, but as actors, we feed on the energy of the audience. So if you come looking to have a good time, we will give you a good time.
Folks, is it scary? No. Is it gory? No. It's pure comedy start to finish. Here's what we're looking at. So, there are 5 college students. They go to an abandoned cabin in the woods. They accidentally unleash an evil force that turns them all into demons, and hijinks and hilarity ensue. So go, CamelCityPlayhouse.com. It is Thursday, October 23rd, Sunday, November 2nd. Get your tickets online. And those tickets for Halloween on the 31st, I know those are going to go quickly. So get yours today. And Katie, you are super busy, right? Did I hear a mom of how many?
I have 6 kids. I do.
It's never quiet at your house, is it?
Well, not anymore.
Bless your heart. Katie goes to the theater for a break. That's why she's in the show. She goes, I'm going to go take a rest. Well, please tell the cast we said break a leg, and thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time.
Evil Dead, the musical at Camel City Playhouse. News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
It's the ACC Tip-Off live from Charlotte. Today's the final day, and the Drive with Josh Graham has you covered. Josh will be talking with UNC's Hubert Davis, Will Wade from NC State, Wake Forest Steve Forbes, John Shire from Duke, and ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips.
The game is on lock, now they know I can't be stopped.
The ACC Tip-Off on the Drive is made possible by Atlantic Coast Sports. All your sports, all the time. City Hall Street, Mount Airy. Online at AtlanticCoastSports.com.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. For you, for less at Harbor Freight.
Piedmont Triad area weather. We do have a front making its way through for today and a few showers and thunderstorms rumbling in. We have those chances in place this morning into at least the early parts of the afternoon as well. And our high temperature for today, upper 70s. Drying out tonight, gusty northeasterly wind here and a low at 50. We are sunny and much cooler for Thursday and Friday. Highs each day middle 60s. Maintaining dry weather for the upcoming weekend with highs each day near 70. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hello, Triad. This is Todd Starnes, and I'm so happy to have you be a part of the Todd Starnes Show family in the Triad. Each weekday, we've got you covered with the latest on politics, faith, and culture news, along with the top newsmakers and your calls.
Just let me do the talking. I know it's hard to believe it.
So join me today at 12 noon on your home for the Todd Starnes Show. News, talk, sports for the Triad, WSJS.
For the crown, for the fans. Charlotte FC will celebrate Fan Appreciation Night on October the 18th for the last regular season match at Bank of America Stadium.
This place is insane!
Don't miss the action as the Crown face off against the Philadelphia Union with playoff seeding on the line. Plus, arrive early and score a limited edition t-shirt presented by Ally. Get your tickets now at charlottefootballclub.com/tickets.
It's inspiration that fuels your spirit. It's the camaraderie of men united in faith. It's the chance to hear Edward Graham, Billy Graham's grandson, and NASCAR's Ty Dillon share their journey. It's the music of Parker Webb and Guilford lifting your soul. It's the thrill of winning a Grizzly cooler or VIP passes to Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's all happening in Hometown Men's Fellowship 2025, October 21st at Richard Childress Racing Event Center. It's free and seats are limited. Register now at hometownmensfellowship.org.
Good morning, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Coming up tonight on SJS, it's a little Mountaineer Talk coming your way at 6 p.m. I'm Jeffrey Griffin. Thanks for being here. That dashing young man right there is Christian Snyder. Would you like to be in the conversation? You're always welcome here, just like family. The number to dial 336-777-1600. Are you celebrating today, a birthday or an anniversary? Good for you. Are you going to go out to eat? Or are you going to eat at home? Has somebody ordered your cake? If it's just you, order you a cake. Go ahead, darling. Get it what you want. Do you want a swirl cake? Do you want a chocolate cake? Do you want a white cake? Maybe you want to go with a pink lemonade or a carrot cake or something. You could go with a bundt cake. There's all kinds of cakes. Would you like an ice cream cake? Go ahead, order one up. Even if it's just you, cut you a big old corner slice, get the color icing you want, baby. Have at it, knock it out, celebrate. Not just this hour, but all day long. Let's see what celebrities made the birthday list today. Flying ace from World War I, Edward Rickenbacker, born this day in 1890. Former president of Argentina, Juan Perón, born in 1895. And politician Jesse Jackson, born in 1941.
I may be poor, but I am somebody. I may be on welfare, but I am somebody. I may be in jail, but I am somebody.
I've shared the story before. Had occasion to hear Reverend Jackson speak in Winston-Salem several years ago. He was in town and spoke. It was right about this same time. Homecoming at A&T was going on, and Reverend Jackson was here. Just one of the most phenomenal speakers, easily of the last century. What a powerful voice. People respond. You know, when you speak with conviction and education and authority and passion, it resonates. It just resonates. Boy, I used to love to, people go, well, Jeffrey, who's a great speaker? You always point to Jesse Jackson and just go, there you go. You want to see a great speaker in action? What a privilege it was. All right, another birthday, born in 43, actor Chevy Chase.
If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless...
That's quite a, well, I mean to tell you, he just, whoo, and that was improvised. that moment. He couldn't remember all the lines, so he just went off and did it, and film history was made. Of course, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. There you go. Everything I learned about exterior illumination, Dad, I learned from you. Okay, here's a lesson, a life lesson. If you knew this already, I'm so impressed. Born in 1943, the Goosebumps series. Do you ever read any of those books, Christian?
I was a coward. Nope.
Did you watch the movies?
I was a coward. Nope.
The movies are really spectacular. They're scary enough to hold interest, but they will not traumatize you for life. I think they're delightfully well made. But R.L. Stine is the author, right? I just naturally assumed that was a pseudonym. You know, somebody who was, his name was probably Jeff or whatever. And so he wanted something. So he goes with R.L. Stine. It just has that kind of literary feel to it, doesn't it? No, that's really his name. And the R.L. stands for Robert Lawrence. His given name is Robert Lawrence Stine. Well, I think that's a beautiful name. His parents had good sense. But he goes with R.L. and writes Goosebumps, and here we are. Today's his birthday. Oh, R.L., happy birthday, my friend. Born in 1943. Actress, you remember her from a ton of movies, especially Ghostbusters, born in 49, Sigourney Weaver.
I'm back in the USSR. You don't know how lucky you are, boy. Back in the USSR.
What's that from? Do you know?
Back in the USSR.
Oh, okay. I'm unfamiliar with that.
Actually, it's from Heartbreak.
Oh, okay.
2001.
I didn't know. See, live and learn. You learn all kinds of cool stuff on the big show here. Two more birthdays to share with you. Born in 1970, Matt Damon.
Jason Bourne.
How did you get this number?
You didn't actually think I was coming to Tudor City, did you?
No, I guess not. But if it's me you want to talk to, perhaps we can arrange a meet.
Where are you now?
I'm sitting in my office.
I doubt that.
Why would you doubt that?
If you were in your office right now, we'd be having this conversation face to face.
It's a great line, isn't it? I love that. And then one more for you. You may have heard this fellow before. Born in 85, Bruno Mars.
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Happy birthday, one and all. If you're celebrating today or if you've got an anniversary, let us know. We'll hang up a banner, blow up some balloons. Good news, good vibes all the way around. Let's open up the WSJS history book, shall we? Here's Rewind from CBS.
This is CBS Rewind.
Back when the West was very
October
young,
8th, 1958.
there lived a
The
man.
premiere of Bat Masterson, starring Gene Barry.
He wore a cane and derby hat.
In 1968,
Stars shining bright above you.
Mama Cass Elliot makes her solo debut at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. She canceled the 2-week engagement after opening night. October 8th, 1993.
I'm gonna love running this place.
The release of the sci-fi action hit
Demolition Man.
starring Sylvester Stallone
Didn't say hi.
and Wesley Snipes.
Pass is over, John.
I'm Brandon Brooks.
Time for something new and improved.
And that's Rewind.
Sponsored by Progressive. We make the claims process easy, so you can get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at progressive.com.
What else we got here? 1871, the Great Chicago Fire began in a stable on the west side of the Chicago River when, as historians now agree, Mr. and Mrs. O'Leary's cow kicked over an oil lamp. It was just that easy, and the fire spread, and boy, what a travesty would follow. All right, in 1944, The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet for the first time on network television.
The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, starring the entire Nelson family. Here's Ozzie. Here's Harriet. Here's David. And here's Ricky. Here they are, America's favorite family, the Nelsons.
Oh, my gosh. You know, Christian, It is just one of those things. Sometimes we play those mind bender games when you do a date and you don't see how these two events parallel and they're from the same era and we just haven't put them together. Or sometimes we have to be reminded very intentionally that life is short. Time is fleeting. It flies by, right? So here we are, right there. The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet debuted on network television 1944. And Ricky, the youngest, the heartthrob, right, of that TV series, and Ricky's boys have been on the show with us here on Triad Today on WSJS. That just, wow. There's Ricky, 1944, with his parents, just doing TV, right? And then all these years later, his children on WSJS on Triad Today, and they're performing and writing songs. And Ricky's son, the brothers, the twins, Nelson, a pop music duo, right? Their sister was the nun on Father Dowling Mysteries. I don't know if you remember that network TV show. It was a TV drama, but Father Dowling Mysteries, yes, that was Ricky Nelson's daughter was the young nun. So small world, right? We could all sing a chorus of it. Time flies, turn around twice, and they are grown up and on their way. And one more for you out of the history book. 1956, New York Yankee Don Larson pitched the first perfect game in World Series history. Oh, we don't have that? I thought it was the big build up there. That's all right. Well, it did happen. So well done, Mr. Larson. Okay, it is 7:44. All you wordlers, you got something to write with and on. Here we go. Your Wordle clue for the 8th day of the 10th month of 2025. We do it most easily to those we love most. We do it most easily to those we love most. One more time, your Wordle clue, if, like me, you're the public school, we'll give it to you a third time. I know it's early. We do it most easily to those we love most. Indeed. Indeed. And we don't even mean to, but it's the way life is. All right, my friends, now we'll take a break. When we come back, got your TV schedule for prime time and late night, plus a magical musical moment for the midweek. Next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hi, this is Dave Pulaski. For the past 10 years, I've been the voice of the high school football game of the week on WSJS. We've taken our coverage to a whole new level. Go to WSJS.com and click on the high school football game of the week, where you'll find each week's game along with your favorite team's schedule and results. Also, I break down all the matchups each week on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin and The Drive with Josh Graham. Thank you to our listeners and amazing sponsors who make all of this possible on WSJS.
Little more to the left. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Set her down right there. Man, those new pallet forks you got there really came in clutch, Doug.
Thanks, Bob. And would you believe I only paid $1 for them?
$1? You're fibbing.
No, it's true. Got them when I got this John Deere 3025E tractor at James River Equipment.
What? No way.
Yes way. It's Buck Days, Bobby boy.
Get more bang for your buck during Buck Days at James River Equipment. Right now, when you purchase any new John Deere 1 through 5E series tractor, you can pick up a select Frontier attachment for just $1. Choose from pallet forks, rear blades, bale spears, and more. All yours for just $1.
Gear for $1? Count me in.
Well, sounds like you need to get over to James River Equipment before Buck Days ends on November 1st. They're going fast.
Ends 11/1/25. Subject to approved credit check with John Deere Financial. Select models and restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Everyone get wild! At East Coast Wings and Grill. Tonight, kids 10 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. In Kernersville, in Greensboro on New Garden Road, and worldwide at eastcoastwings.com. It's a wing for all.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy?
You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a country ham biscuit for only $3.19. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
Thousands of North Carolina A&T Aggies fans. A sea of blue and gold. Can this really be just a game? No way. Here's to the Warriors who battle fiercely and prevail. Here's to doing it better because that's the Aggie way.
Ain't gonna stop.
This Saturday, it's the greatest homecoming on earth as the Aggies welcome the South Carolina State Bulldogs to Truist Stadium. Hear all the action live on our sister station, AM 1400 and 103.5 FM, The Light.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Today, mostly cloudy, eventually making our way to gradually sunny skies with a chance of showers in the early going, maybe a thunderstorm in the early half of the day. Then just a regular old bright sunny fall day with a high of 80 degrees. Tonight will drop to the low 50s, mostly clear. Tomorrow and Friday, much the same, strong wind, sunny, and a high around 67. If you are headed to the beach or the mountains and you would like a traveling weather forecast, give us a call, 336-777-1600. We'll find out what it's going to be like when you get where you're going. So last night on TV, of course, Major League Baseball playoffs are underway. So what are the chances that you'd wear a jersey that says dump 61 here and you're for the opposing team? Now, this happened in Detroit last night. That's what happened to a Mariners fan, showed up at the Tiger Stadium. Here's the play-by-play. Cal Raleigh, it is first home run of the postseason, number 61 on the year. It bounced in the bullpen, then directly into the glove of this fan standing there wearing a shirt that said, dump 61 here.
Well struck ball, deep left field, and gone.
Oh, great pick right there.
He literally has a shirt that says dump here.
Oh, my word.
And he got the home run on a bounce.
How about that? So after the game, Cal, a home run 61, met the fan, took a pic with him, and gave him an autographed bat. And by the way, for those of you that are curious, Seattle won the game 8-4, and the M's now lead that series 2-1. The Yankees were in trouble in a must-win situation last night. They rallied from 6 down, thanks in large part to a home run from Aaron Judge to get their first win in the divisional playoffs. Now, Game 4 is up next. All right, what's in prime time tonight? We've got Survivor on CBS at 8 p.m., The Floor on Fox at 8 o'clock, and on 9 o'clock on Fox, it's 99 to Beat. The Golden Bachelor will get underway at 9 p.m. on ABC. The Amazing Race goes at 9:30 on CBS. Shark Tank at 10 p.m. on ABC. And Watch What Happens Live on Bravo at 10 p.m. And this week's star, Julia Roberts. Tonight's schedule also includes Chicago Med at 8, Chicago Fire at 9, and Chicago PD at 10 p.m. On the late night circuit, Jimmy Fallon will have a sit down with Jared Leto and Haley Williams. Jimmy Kimmel will chat with Tim Allen, Jody Turner-Smith, and Madison Cunningham. Stephen Colbert's got a repeat on schedule with Senator Mark Kelly and Scarlett Johansson. And Seth Meyers will catch up with a young musician by the name of Taylor Swift. So there you go. Have at it. Lots of fun. And right here on WSJS, just a reminder, tonight after the drive with Josh Graham and Will Dalton at 6 p.m., a little Mountaineer talk, Appalachian football coming your way. It's time for our midweek magical musical moment as we continue to celebrate, highlight, and share songs for the spooky season. Woo! This tune was released in 1994. It went to number 22 on the U.S. charts and number 14 in the U.K. A lot of folks think it's about something else. It's actually pretty serious content. It was inspired by an IRA, that's the Irish Republican Army, bombing in 1993, in which 2 children were subsequently killed. A few weeks after the release of this song, the IRA declared a ceasefire after 25 years of conflict. Peace is always a good thing, isn't it? Here is R, which is it? R is, because it's a group. Well, I'll just
R.
go with R. Here are the Cranberries with Zombie.
Violence causes silence. Who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Oh. Just taking over. The violence causes silence. We sang OT since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are dying. In your head, zombie, what's in your head? In your head, zombie.
Here's Talk Sports with the Triad, WSJS.
Every week, millions of fans unite for the thrill of NFL football.
Today is the day. Let's go all the way.
Catch every play, every touchdown live on WSJS. Experience Sunday night primetime, Monday night football, and Thursday night primetime. Feel the adrenaline with Sunday afternoon doubleheaders. Get the scoop with NFL Preview and NFL Insider every Sunday morning. Visit WSJS.com for the full schedule.
Better pest control starts with a better pest control company. A1 Pest Control has been protecting North Carolina homes and families from insects and pests since 1966. When it comes to keeping your home pest-free and safe for your family, choose a company with expertise to handle all of your pest problems. We'd love to be your pest control company with fast, friendly, and affordable service. Get a free estimate and save $50 on your first service. A1 Pest Control. Experienced, trusted, preferred. A-1PC.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? HIMS can help. Get started at hims.com/joy. Through hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Josh Graham here from The Drive, and today is the last day of ACC tip-off in Charlotte. Among our guests, ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips, NC State Coach Will Wade, Louisville's Pat Kelsey, and much, much more. Listen to The Drive, 3 to 6 p.m. live from Charlotte, right here on WSJS.
All the news that matters and more. WSJS, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
When your little one has a cold with a fever, try new DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. It's the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever offers fast, effective cold and fever relief for kids ages 6 and up with a delicious grape flavor that kids love. New DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever will help them feel better fast so they can get back to the fun stuff quickly. New DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hi, I'm Jay Delsing, a 2-time All-American and PGA Tour veteran of 25 years. I know the game of golf inside and out. Each week, we'll feature celebrity golfers, share their laughs, inside stories, and offer great tips to improve your golf game.
I wanna swing, don't you wanna swing with me?
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. That's Golf with Jay Delsing, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. on WSJS.
Piedmont Triad area weather. We do have a front making its way through for today and a few showers and thunderstorms rumbling in. We have those chances in place this morning into at least the early parts of the afternoon as well. And our high temperature for today, upper 70s. Drying out tonight, gusty northeasterly wind here and a low at 50. And we are sunny and much cooler for Thursday and Friday. Highs each day, middle 60s. Maintaining dry weather for the upcoming weekend with highs each day near 70. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Friday nights are electric on WSJS.
Dives into the end zone, touchdown, Mount Tabor.
It's the Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week, where they buy more, they sell more, and you save more.
Going to get swallowed under and brought down for a sack in the backfield.
The High School Football Game of the Week is also made possible by our friends at Play It Again Sports, with locations in High Point, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem. By Pat's Body Shop and Towing, providing exceptional service in the Triad for over 60 years.
He dives, and he just gets inside the pylon. Touchdown, Grimsley.
Our proud sponsors help bring these games to life, like Dario Restaurants, where the whole family can taste the Dario difference every day. And by Haviland Express Lube and Service in Kernersville, where the road to greatness starts here.
He's lobbing, going for the end zone, underthrown, intercepted.
The Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week, right here on WSJS and online at WSJS.com.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar Vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City,
It's a kind of magic.
it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
So today is National Fluffernutters Day. I'll bring a fluffernutter.
Okay, give me all your fluffernutters.
Fluffernutter.
That sounds nasty.
What is it?
Marshmallow cream and peanut butter sandwich.
Is it contagious?
No, they're delicious.
It's delicious.
There's no difference.
As long as I got a cup of coffee, I'll try anything once. Let's start the show.
News Talk Sports in the Triad, WSJS, the Triad Today Studio Orchestra, just off that direction for those of you joining us online. They're right over there. You all sound so good. Fabulous. Keep it up. Great work. That's right. You can drop in. You can join in. Take a view. Grab a sneak peek right here in the studio. It's me, Christian's over there, the studio orchestra that away. You can catch up with us on YouTube, on Twitter/X or Twitter or X, and Instagram at WSJS Triad Today. Also, the feed coming to you on Facebook at WSJS Radio Triad Today. So like, share, follow, subscribe, all that cool stuff. It is time for us to get online this morning. Back in the spotlight, one Clay Farrington. Good morning, Clay boy. How are you?
Hey, Jeffrey, I'm doing well. How are you?
All right, brother, man. Have you got the good candy already near the front door, or are you going to hold off a little while and wait?
No, I'm going to give you some good candy, and it's actually kind of a continuation of the last time I was on, and it's all about artificial intelligence.
Oh,
so
okay. All right.
looking at, additional websites to view and, play around with.
AI
So I
is
think
it's the big bully on the block, and it might as well embrace it.
I tell you what, it makes me sound like a much better writer than I used to be.
Whatever works, my man. Whatever works. All right, Clay, what do we got today?
All right, so the first one is AI, or artificial intelligence, and websites to visit. And when we talk about AI,
yes,
it really, truly has transformed how we interact with technology.
Oh, certainly it has.
Offering tools and, just some simple tasks that expand creative possibilities.
Yeah.
Along with even solve complex problems. So it's really a benefit for us. And, whether you're a developer, a business professional, or just curious about exploring the rate IA platforms, I mean, this can help you out. So we'll first start off with Lobe, L-O-B-E.
Okay.
So Lobe is by Microsoft, and it offers a drag and drop interface for creating custom machine learning without models, learning models without, I'm sorry, I've got a cold, I'm sorry.
Oh, bless your heart.
But without, learning models without coding experience, which is
you don't have to
really,
be a coder.
really,
You can just kind of jump in and go. I got it. All right.
That's right. So it's particularly really good for beginner-friendly users.
That would be me.
And,
all right.
That would be me as well.
Okay. Lobe.
And really
L-O-B-E.
harness the power of
right.
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great place to start. For those of you, don't be intimidated. If you don't have no AI experience, perhaps this is your jumping off spot with Lobe. All right, Clay, you got another one for us, buddy?
I do. It's called Kavana. And Kavana integrates AI into its design platform with tools for generating unique visuals, improving image quality,
okay,
and offering creative suggestions on, you might be stuck, and it could just help you get over that hump, which is great.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little push,
AI
don't
tools,
you?
Absolutely. And Kavana's AI tools, they certainly make it easier for non-designers, which that would be me, to create professional grade visuals, presentations, as well as any type of small business marketers or educators. So
All right.
really good.
There you go. That's you can get on that one, mess around, and learn a lot in a hurry, I imagine. That's pretty intuitive. All right, Clay, roll on, my man.
All right, so how about SoundDraw? SoundDraw offers an AI-driven music generation platform that lets your users customize composers to fit their project's mood and tone. And I thought about this when I heard this. I thought you and your family, as musically inclined as you are, this was probably one of your favorites.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this, but I've got it on my list now to go check out. I'm for anything that helps ease the path.
Yeah, it's truly a game changer, Jeffrey. So it can be for video editors, podcasters, content creators.
Sure.
That might need a little push, and it's royalty free, which is always good.
That's great.
Because I remember Margaret used to telling us about the Mr. Copyright Man.
That's right.
And we couldn't copy music.
No, yeah.
So
the copyright will come and visit, and you do not want that. So that's right. Observe the copyright laws. Absolutely.
That's right. So that's free. And then, it also goes out to really broad audiences like filmmakers, YouTubers, as well as other podcasts.
Oh, yeah. I guess that it's really limitless if you want to commit the time to go in and just create what you need, right? Keep working until it's like you want it to be.
That's exactly right. Another one that I found interesting was something called Elicit.
Okay.
And Elicit is an AI-powered research assistant that really helps users find and synthesize scientific papers, insights, and that sort of thing very quickly. We know that would have been very useful for us.
Yeah, you're taking the complex and simplifying it so it's accessible for everybody.
Yep, that's right.
I gotcha. Clay, I think the Amazon delivery man is at your door.
Yeah, I agree with you. And tonight we'll have 2 roasted perma foods for dinner. So.
Listen, don't sweat it. Clay, listen, yesterday I was at home yesterday afternoon, and Stella May just went bonkers. I mean, she leaps up out of her deep sleep, her mid-afternoon nap. And I was asleep, Clay. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? I'm looking around. I have no idea what's happening. Finally, okay, she's having a bad dream. I go out there and Amazon had been there. The package is right there on the front porch. She was just trying to tell me. So the dog's doing their job. So give that dog a treat, will you?
Yeah, I will. I have 2 of them that I'll give a lot more than the treat today. That's
Go give treats are due. They're doing their job. All right, back to the world of AI, Clay. You got a couple more for us?
Yeah, how about SoundDraw? So SoundDraw is a really cool tool that offers an AI-driven music generation platform that lets users customize or even compose music to fit their project mood and tone.
Well,
and
hey,
again,
that works. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So it's one of these things too. It's a game changer. It's also royalty free. So
we always like
that's
that.
always a good thing. Yep.
Okay.
And then the other one I wanted to talk about was Synthesia.
Okay.
And Synthesia allows creators and users to create AI-generated videos with realistic avatars.
Mm-hmm.
And it's widely used for training videos, along with marketing and any type of presentation you may need to put together. And it's AI avatars and voiceovers really help businesses save time and money on video production, which is always important.
Hey, anytime you're improving the bottom line, that'll probably get you gold stars at the office place, won't it?
That's right. That's right. So it's really especially geared to marketers, educators, and corporate trainers. So.
Hey, good stuff. Get out there and explore the world of AI. If you're not, you're going to be left behind, and then you're playing catch up. So go explore, learn, go and give it a try. Don't be afraid to do something different. Clay, as always, I hope you feel better, buddy, but great talking with you. I appreciate the visit.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jeffrey.
All right, buddy. Love you a bunch. It's Clay Farrington, everybody, and online. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get on the road again to Pretty's General Store. This is one of the coolest day trips you can make in the middle of North Carolina. Stick around and find out what's up once you get there. Pretty's General Store on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
It's not just a game. It's an event that brings us together week after week. Sundays are for the doubleheaders, the cheers echoing through the living room. Sunday, Monday, and Thursday nights under the primetime lights, the excitement never ends. And every Sunday morning, you're in the know with NFL Preview and NFL Insider. The NFL lives on WSJS. Tune in for football's finest moments. Visit WSJS.com for the full schedule.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a country ham biscuit for only $3.19. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
TWI Motors, 336-602-8275. They buy junk cars or any unwanted vehicles. They pay cash and haul off for free. TWI Motors, 336-602-8275.
For the crown, for the fans. Charlotte FC will celebrate Fan Appreciation Night on October the 18th for the last regular season match at Bank of America Stadium.
This place is insane!
Don't miss the action as the Crown face off against the Philadelphia Union with playoff seeding on the line. Plus, arrive early and score a limited edition t-shirt presented by Ally. Get your tickets now at charlottefootballclub.com/tickets.
The Carolina Classic Fair is back, and we're born to be wild from October 3rd through 12th at the Winston-Salem Fairground. Strap in for over-the-top rides, bold bites, blue ribbon bragging rights, and shows that shake the stage. Whether you're chasing thrills or chilling with your crew, we've got your kind of wild at the Carolina Classic Fair.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my superhydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Hi, this is Aaron.
And I'm Jamie.
Join us for the CNC Auto Show.
We're true automotive experts who work in our own auto repair and maintenance shops each week. We love answering your car questions, and no matter the question, we have the answer.
Having fun each week is key, and the laughs are guaranteed.
So join us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for the CNC Auto Show, right here on News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS.
Don't you wanna see me go? Go bouncing down the road.
Morning, partner.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a good morning on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS. That's Christian Snyder. I'm Jeffrey Griffin. Thanks for being here this 8th day of the 10th month of 2025. Coming up, we've got Carolina history. Susie Hamilton will drop by. Martin Frank will be here as we take a look ahead at the Thursday night NFL game on WSJS. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, Ty Collins will lead us off the beaten path. Pigskin preview with Dave Pulaski, and we'll visit with Craig Lloyd and the gang at the Tar Heel Antiques Festival. So I'm in the midst of doing, we all are, Halloween decorations, just finishing up here and there and all that kinds of cool stuff. But how about this? This is not a small town. This is a major city in the U.S., Pittsburgh, right? Home of the Pirates and the, the Pittsburgh Penguins on the ice. And of course, the Steelers. Get out your terrible towel, your horrible hanky, and let's all go crazy. Right, well, the municipal leaders of Greater Pittsburgh have put up the Christmas tree more than 2 months before the holidays. The local news crew interviewed a young kid about what he thought, and here's what the young man had to say.
I'm really excited because we're going to ice skate on, me and my family are going to ice skate on the tree. But I got to say, they should have waited for Halloween first.
I agree, young man. I'm excited too. And so that is fun. But October 8th, and the Christmas tree is up and lit for the community. Well, I don't know what to think. Kiddo might be onto something. Maybe he should run for city council in Pittsburgh or something. It seemed that even for me, and I'm a Christmas guy, that seems just a touch early. Now, we were out shopping over the weekend, Christian, and lots of stores had Christmas stuff out already. I laughed. We were at the mall. That's a story for another day. The mall, and the Christmas stuff is 50% off already. That just tells me it was overpriced to begin with. That's what that means. Nonetheless, have at it. Enjoy your holiday season however suits you. If you want to have a good time with family, here's what you should do. Don't worry about the Christmas tree just yet. Tell everybody to get in the car and head to Danbury. That's right. We're going to go on the road again. Brought to you by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Cartersville. Go see John and the gang today. Crossroads Ford, right off I-40 on Highway 66 in Cartersville. Jane, good morning. Jane Pretty Charlottesville. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How is life in Danbury this morning?
Life is calm and peaceful and beautiful.
That's exactly the way we like it. Jane, you are at Pretty's General Store, built in 1888. Been around for a while, hadn't it?
That is correct.
So, Jane, what's your gut feeling? We hear about a general store, and we just kind of get nostalgic, and we long for it, right? And we think, oh, candy and grandparents and all these beautiful memories and family stories. What is the appeal that allows a general store to do what it does for not just decades, but centuries?
Well, it's just something that was important then, when my grandparents operated, when the Hartmans started it, and it's something that is important today. And it's more than the items that are on the shelves. It's kind of like what you mentioned. It's a place where lots of memories have been stocked on the shelves, And I tell folks, I don't have much room for many more items or products, but we sure have a lot of room, and infinite room, I'll say, for memories to be made and to share the nostalgia where people talk to people are important to one another. And it's more, like I said, than just coming in and buying an old-fashioned candy that you hadn't seen since you were a kid.
Right.
It's about that conversation and sharing not only my life with others, but I want to hear the stories of the folks that come into the store, and they come from everywhere now.
Isn't that a beautiful thing? Perhaps it's a taste, perhaps it's a sight or a sound, a feel straight out of the good old days. I think, Jane, general stores really, for many generations, have been the cornerstone. We're either going to the general store, to the church, or the schoolhouse, aren't we? Those are the big three.
Well, exactly. I mean, it was where the community came together, and I think that's the beautiful thing that still exists at our stores. We're still about a strong community. And I mean, the local fire chief can come in, and share conversation, with someone from Raleigh or Greensboro, or Winston-Salem, or another state, or even out of the country. And again, it's stepping into each other's lives and taking away those good things,
Absolutely.
And again, it's bagging up your heart too. I'll bag up, the candy in your bag, but it's like your heart, I think, leaves there more full than your bag does.
Jane,
good and sweet there. There's lots of
that's
sweetness
right.
in that old store.
Jane, I was thinking for a brief while, and mostly I'm a city boy, but for a brief while, my mama and I lived out in the country, and literally huge, enormous front yard. And at the end of that front yard, it wasn't so much a great big general store, but it was the local store. And you could go in, and the same guys, every time that I went by that store, the same guys were sitting on the porch, probably wearing the same overalls. One of them would be leaned back in the chair. The other of them would be hunched over a checkerboard there. And I can remember walking in that store and I don't even believe that building is standing any longer, but I could walk to the spot where the drinks were. You had to reach down in that old-fashioned cooler and get you a Coca-Cola if that's what you wanted. And then in my later life, when we kind of lived not quite in the country, but not quite in town, there was a local store, a different one. And Jane, again, I could walk in there. Sometimes I'd walk in there. It was like having another parent. I would coast into that. It was a gas station, and I wouldn't have had any money with me. I didn't have my wallet, and I was driving on fumes, and the man was James. And I'd walk in there and I'd say, James, can I get some gas? And then I'll go home and get some money from my mom and come back and pay you. And he'd say, boy, go ahead and put some gas in the car. And it was just like a home away from home. I think that's part of the appeal of a country store or a community store, isn't it?
It is. And I mean, again, back in the day before there were TVs, and newspapers, it was a gathering place, for information, to find out what was going on.
Oh,
and
sure.
Share that information. And again, it was a general store. So, I mean, even to this day, I just think it's cool. I had a church group that came in last week, and these little ladies were buying, little fried apple pies, and they found over in the little hardware section some 3-in-1 oil, and they cleaned me out of 3-in-1 oil. I'm like, bolts, fried apple pies, overalls, work.
That's right.
Soup, cheese, bologna. I mean, we try to meet the need.
Now you talk about now you got me. That 3-in-1 oil, that's that little white can of oil that you use on your sewing machine. Yes.
Yeah. To lubricate anything.
Yes. I remember that. Oh my gosh, Jane, I hadn't thought about that in ages. My grandma and my mama both had a can of that. And I used to say, Mama, why have you got oil in there with the thread and the needles? Jeffrey, I need that. You just leave it right there. Oh, this is beautiful. And at Pretty's General Store, you all have all that stuff, and you are privy to all of the conversations and the exchange of stories. But then you just throw open wide the doors. Let's talk about some of the stuff. You got live bluegrass. You do that Memorial Day weekend. Then, now that we're in October, every Saturday, you do it every Friday night in February. And even the big fella in red comes to visit in December, doesn't he?
That is correct. But let me correct you on the bluegrass music.
Okay.
We have just narrowed it down now to Saturdays in October.
Okay. All right.
And with that being said, don't come up on October the 11th. We've got a family wedding. We'll just continue on and do the next 3 through November the 1st.
Well, what about the 18th?
The 18th we're on.
Yeah, that's what Jerry Steinberg and the Dixie Bluegrass Boys are going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh, yeah. They're friends from up in Virginia and Mount Airy, and they're one of our favorites. Of course, they're all wonderful. We're very blessed. And again, they don't come really there for the money to play. They come there because the people love to dance and enjoy and just have a great time. It's like a family reunion.
Folks, you got to get on the road again to Pretty's General Store in Danbury, North Carolina. On the road again, brought to you by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Cartersville. Jane, I appreciate the visit. You have a great day, my friend.
And you as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Work, family, life. Need a break from the grind? How about a front row seat to a college football doubleheader?
Let's go. Whatever you want, I got it. Whatever you need, I got it.
This Saturday, we start with the number 1 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes visiting the number 17 Fighting Illini of Illinois, followed by the Florida Gators fresh off their win against Texas. Visit the number 5 Aggies of Texas A&M. Catch all the action starting at 11:30 a.m. on WSJS.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Piedmont Triad area weather. We do have a front making its way through for today and a few showers and thunderstorms rumbling in. We have those chances in place this morning into at least the early parts of the afternoon as well. And our high temperature for today, upper 70s. Drying out tonight, gusty northeasterly wind here and a low at 50. We are sunny and much cooler for Thursday and Friday. Highs each day, middle 60s. Maintaining dry weather for the upcoming weekend with highs each day near 70. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hey, this is Dana Lash. News Talk Sports for the Triad. WSJS is now your home for The Dana Show. Join me this afternoon at 2 as I break down the ridiculous politics and misleading news of the day. Don't miss The Dana Show with me, Dana Lash, on News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Love is the answer. Community is the contest. City with Dwellings works to create change and cultivate a community of care so that people can move with dignity from trauma and homelessness to healing and housing stability. City with Dwellings serves people in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County experiencing homelessness and housing security with an intentional focus on individuals experiencing unsheltered homelessness, living in places not fit for human habitation. For volunteer opportunities, visit City with Dwellings on Broad Street in Winston-Salem or visit their website, citywithdwellings.org.
Hey, this is Burt Reynolds. Death might have caught up to me, but only after I let it. Now pour a glass of something strong, tip your hat to the sky, and fall into winning at WSJS.com. The excitement is endless. From tickets to the hottest concerts to gift cards for your favorite eateries, football games, and more. Now don't act so surprised. I told y'all I'd make an entrance, even from the afterlife. So get busy and fall into winning at WSJS.com.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad Today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world online at WSJS.com. It is time for us to dip into the history archive of the North Carolina Department of Cultural Resources with the former Secretary of the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources, one of my favorites of Everdom, Susie Hamilton. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning, y'all. How's it going?
All right. House decorated for Halloween?
Well, you know, it is. And I've even purchased a couple of new things.
Well, do tell, Susie. Share.
I got a skeleton dressed as a fancy, like a dinner party witch. She's got a hat on, and she's got, you know, like feathers around her neckline and her cuffs, and her little nasty skeleton hands are coming out.
That's great.
And she's holding an ugly umbrella.
Oh,
she's staring at me right now with her dark eyes.
I'm sure she's a lovely skeleton. She really is. So,
she scared my cat.
Oh, listen, Susie, we've got one of those enchanted broomsticks that rolls around by itself.
Yeah.
And boy, those
are awesome. Did it scare the dog?
The dog had a nervous breakdown. Like, I had to take the batteries out of that thing. Now Stella just glares at it from across the living room. Oh my gosh. And it's so funny because the bird loves it. The bird is like, oh, this is entertainment. This is fabulous. I'll just whistle and caw and all that. And the dog is like, I'm going to tear that thing up. Y'all going to come home. It's going to be in 1,000 pieces on the floor. Go ahead.
I am totally getting one of those. Oh, I am totally getting one of those.
They sell them at Cracker Barrel. Go and get it.
Oh God, I'm gonna drive right by Cracker Barrel in about 2 hours.
You got to go.
That's hard to say. Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I had to say that.
Cracker Barrel in 2 hours. Well, you just go and get you one of the floating broomsticks. You'll be all right. Now, Susie, did you get your broomstick out of the garage? Like, you got your tune up? You're all good to go?
I ride on mine 365 days a year.
Well, when you pass Vicky up there in the airwaves, y'all just be nice to each other. See, listen.
Oh, we're nice to each other. We're just not nice to y'all.
Susie, let me tell you. You talk about everybody. Y'all just welcome to this family time. Susie, you'll love this story. It's all right. So we have a flag, a Halloween flag, and it is a witch that has crashed into a tree. Okay?
Oh yeah.
You've seen one of those. All right.
Oh yeah.
So, when Sophia Griffin, my favorite 10th grader, now sweet 16, all right? Vicky and I get up one day, and Sophia's a baby. She's a toddler, all right? And we have a drawer that we keep all the flags in, all of the seasonal flags. They're in that one drawer. Everybody has that drawer, right? So we don't know where Sophia is. She's not in her toddler bed. So she must be out in the living room. So we wander out to the living room and we go out there, and Sophia is in that drawer, and she's pulled out a bunch of these flags, and she's got them spread out all over the living room, all these flags. And we look down, Fia, what you doing? And she goes and lays down on top of that flag with the witch that's crashed into a tree. And she goes, Nanny. you know,
poor grandma,
misguided soul that I am. I told my mother that story because I thought it was funny.
Was it about Maggie?
It was
it about Maggie or Vicky's mama?
No, it was mine. That was Margaret. That was Margaret. That was right there. And she goes, Nanny. My mother failed to see the humor in that moment.
No, she didn't. She just laughed when you went away.
And I tell her, hey, this is your only grandchild. At that point, this is your only grandchild. So I was telling you have to take it as it comes, Ma. Anyway, all you grandparents, you spoil
hilarious.
the children anyway. So listen, you get what you deserve. So
God rest her soul.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Susie, when on my deathbed, if I laugh as you reach over and take my hand, you will know that is one of my final thoughts. It's one of the funniest things that ever happened. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'll never look at the witch hitting the tree flag again the same way.
When you drive by it at somebody's house, she'll go, Nanny.
There she goes. There's Maggie.
Oh my gosh.
Nanny.
There you go. All right, Susie.
Oh, Lord.
This week in Carolina history, please tell me you got something. Save us from this.
Well, I do. And hopefully Duke will save the rest of us.
This ought to be good. From a Carolina girl, this ought to be really good.
I mean,
right.
See, now we might have to go on a different tangent. I'm going to try to stay off the Carolina discussion right now. Belly flop. I mean, sorry. Anyway, it turns out that Duke started the physician assistants, program,
like
but
PAs?
ultimately, the PAs, yes,
That
the
started
job
at Duke.
that started in Duke. They became the first PAs in the country.
Go ahead, y'all.
Dr. Eugene A. Stead Jr., he was chairman of the Duke's Department of Medicine, established the PA program in 1965. That's amazing. I really didn't know that it went back that far either. So anyway, it was a 2-year course that trained students to practice medicine and provide healthcare services under doctor's supervision. The program, and this is what's awesome about it, the program was aimed to address the problem of physician shortages in rural parts of North Carolina. See, we're always thinking about our rural partners.
That's
aren't we?
right,
So,
yes.
while the initial recruitment was targeted at ex-military corpsmen that already had some sort of medical experience, the program really started to attract a wide range of people, including women, people of color, and those who were seeking new career opportunities in medicine, like people that were already nurses or in the profession somehow. So there are 100,000 physician assistants practicing now across the United States. So the success of the profession during the second half of the 20th century is due in part to the early efforts of the physician assistants, leaders, graduates, and the students from North Carolina. They have worked to have the profession legally recognized and accredited and founded in the American Academy of Physician Assistants, and it's their official professional organization, and they've been instrumental in the development of the certification process and the continuing education guidelines. They're awesome. Yay!
A lot of big words in that. Gracious. All right.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
Duke.
their strong presence in North Carolina still. When I was in the General Assembly, they had their group, their professional organization was there in the chamber all the time, and they were always, coming up with great ideas. It's an important thing. Good for us. Good for Duke.
Way to go, D-O-O-K, Duke. There you go.
Just saying. Okay. And on October 9th, 1993, our very own Scotty McCreery was born in Garner, North Carolina. That's Wake County, outside of Raleigh.
I'm sorry.
So more than 25,000 fans attended Scotty McCreery's homecoming visit at Lake Benson Park the week before the final show.
That's right. I remember that.
Yep. And this is before he won.
Yes.
That's before the final show. Well, that's kind of awesome.
That's right.
So he was recognized at his Garner High School music teacher and mentor, Meredith
Gave his
Clayton.
teacher a car. I remember that.
God, he sure did. Wow.
Yes.
Anyway, I think he still lives in North Carolina.
Yes, he does.
But other American Idols that have used, another North Carolinians that have used American Idol as a springboard have been Clay Aiken, Chris Daughtry, Kelly Pickler, Anoop Desai, and Bucky Covington.
Oh, Anoop was one of the what are they? The clef tones, the treble clef, the clef hangers?
Yes.
What?
Yep.
Clef hangers?
Yep, something like that.
Yep. Yeah,
Something like that.
That's right. Wait, listen, that's actually a bucket list item. It's an a cappella group of guys at Chapel Hill, and you got to hear them sing Carolina.
Oh, they're
on My
awesome.
Mind. What
are they called? I've heard them
clef
several
hangers.
times.
I think it's the clef hanger.
I think it is too.
Yeah, he was one of
Here
those
comes-
guys. So there
Here
you go.
comes the lawnmower.
Oh, all right.
Can you hear him?
I do hear him. All right. And so clearly someone's had 2 cups of coffee today. This will be big fun. And by the way, Scotty McCreary, since you don't think Dukeites that we're just picking on y'all, Scotty McCreary majored in tractor maintenance at NC State, and he is a proud grad. So go Wolfpack. There you go. See?
Go Wolfpack. Awesome.
Okay, that's good for them. All right. Susie, always a blast to talk with you. Go on out to Cracker Barrel and get your floating broomstick and be careful, all right?
I'm on it.
I know you are. Susie
Happy
Hamilton,
Halloween.
you as well. This week in Carolina history. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll wrap up hour number 2 with NFL preview. Getting ready for tomorrow night. The reigning world champion Philadelphia Eagles on the road at the New York Football Giants. Next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
It's the ACC Tip-Off live from Charlotte. Today's the final day, and the Drive with Josh Graham has you covered. Josh will be talking with UNC's Hubert Davis. Will Wade from NC State, Wake Forest Steve Forbes, John Shire from Duke, and ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips.
The game is on lock, now they know I can't be stopped.
The ACC Tip-Off on the Drive is made possible by Atlantic Coast Sports. All your sports, all the time. City Hall Street, Mount Airy. Online at AtlanticCoastSports.com.
Neighbors helping neighbors. Crisis Control Ministry celebrates more than 50 years of serving neighbors in need. They provide help with basic life needs to those facing crisis in Forsyth and Stokes counties. One client stated, Crisis Control Ministry makes a difference between people sinking or swimming. My life would have spiraled out of control if not for Crisis Control Ministry. They paid my utility bill. They helped me get through a tough time. Help make our community a better, more compassionate place. Stop by Crisis Control Ministry in Winston-Salem and Kernersville.
Calling all wing lovers. East Coast Wings and Grill in Kernersville and on New Garden Road in Greensboro has Kids Eat Free Wednesdays. Tonight, kids 10 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. Visit eastcoastwings.com for all the details.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food. But EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes available online or in person. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted.
Not available in Washington State.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to America's heroes. Got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? Go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports of the Triad. WSJS looking at a high of 80 today. Maybe some rain in the first half. And then tonight, mostly clear. We'll drop to the low 50s. Thursday and Friday, about the same. Lots of sunshine and a high of 67. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, don't hesitate to reach out. The number to call, 336-777-1600. And just a reminder, Friday night, it is week 8 of the high school football season. Dave Pulaski and Drew Brackett will have the call on the Jerry Hunt Supercenter high school football game of the week. Jerry Hunt Supercenter, they buy more, they sell more, you save more. It's a good one. Undefeated RJ Reynolds at home. The Demon Deacon, not the Demon Deacons, just the Demons. Welcome in conference rival Reagan Raiders with just one loss on the season. Our coverage will commence at 6:30. Kickoff from the Crater at 7 p.m. with Dave and Drew Friday night. Meanwhile, tomorrow right here on WSJS, little Thursday night NFL action. The reigning world champion Philadelphia Eagles will be on the road at the New York Football Giants. We welcomed in our resident expert, Martin Frank. Good morning, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, happy to. How are you guys doing?
We are good. Martin, MetLife Stadium and NFC East battle. Again, our coverage begins at 7:30, kickoff at 8:15. Right off the bat, before we get into specifics about each team, does the short week significantly alter preparations for either team?
Well, I can speak on the Eagles. They don't really practice at all this week. They have like walkthroughs. And they are kind of banged up. Their star left guard, Landon Dickerson, left the game against the Broncos with an ankle injury. And, he's been listed as not practicing, so it's highly unlikely that he'll play Thursday night. That's kind of like a big loss on the Eagles' offensive line. Saquon Barkley popped up on the injury report with a knee. He says it's just general soreness and he'll be able to play, but, it's a short turnaround. Will he be 100%? I mean, is that kind of like, people are like, is that kind of the reason why he only had 6 carries against the Broncos in a game they were winning by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter? Hard to say. So, there are a couple questions there with the short week for the Eagles, but on the other hand, I mean, they just lost a game to the Broncos where they blew a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter. They're kind of upset. So maybe playing so soon after that kind of like helps them get that bad taste out of their mouth and take it out on the Giants.
Sure. And Martin, let's talk about Saquon Barkley. Everybody knows that the legend year that he came off last season with all those yards, it just felt like he was unstoppable. Is Philadelphia really kind of pacing itself through the first maybe 6 weeks of the season to see where they are, how they're going to attack the remainder of the season? Or right now, not particularly the auspicious beginning that I think a lot of folks were expecting from the running back. So what do you suspect? Is Philadelphia just playing the long game here and being patient? They're not going to add extra miles to the wheels if they don't have to, and just trying to see if they can steal a few games on the front half of the schedule without running Barkley into the ground so that he's fresher for the playoff push. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of an excellent observation, but, people here in Philly don't really have that kind of patience. So, when they see like the first 5 games and he's averaging only 3.2 yards per carry, they're like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And I think, it's actually kind of interesting because I think the Chiefs kind of showed the blueprint to that in the Super Bowl, even though the Eagles kind of blew them out. But they stacked the box. They had 8 guys near the line of scrimmage pretty much at all times. And, Barkley only had 57 yards rushing and 25 carries. But, the Eagles were able to win pretty easily because, they pretty much opened up the passing attack. And, they had an answer for that. And you would think that that would be the case so far this season. Yeah, I think they kind of knew coming into the season that teams would stack the box, focus on stopping Barkley first. But, Jalen Hurts is A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert to throw to, and it just hasn't really been clicking yet. It has at times, but not consistently enough. And I think, people are kind of wondering, what's going on? When is this all going to come together? And yeah, I think there's a lot to what you said as far as, trying not to wear out these guys. Especially Barkley.
I'm also curious, Martin, with Barkley, is this in any way, do you sense that this is a revenge game for him, or is that just water under the bridge, as now he'll be suiting up against the franchise that drafted him and let him walk straight on to Philadelphia? Does that even play a point at this point, or is that just kind of old news and get over it and get past it?
Yeah, I think it's more old news. I think the revenge game was really last year, and when they played at the Giants last year, he had like 176 yards through 3 quarters, and Nick Sirianni asked him if he the Eagles had a big lead. Nick Sirianni asked him if he wanted to keep going. He said, "Nah, let the other guys get a chance." And I think it's more not really revenge as much as they just want to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss to the Broncos. I think that's more of Barkley's motivation for this game, as opposed to just sticking to the Giants again, because he pretty much already did.
Sure. All right, Martin, one more quick question before our time runs out. The Giants, well, I mean, what can you say? They are struggling. They put up a whopping 14 points last week. If you're sitting in the New York locker room, what do you do? I mean, where's your focus? How do you run with Philadelphia tomorrow night?
Yeah, well, the one thing the Giants can't do is turn the ball over. Against the Saints, they turned the ball over 5 times. Jackson Dart threw 2 interceptions, lost a fumble. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. And the Eagles are actually a pretty good team when it comes to taking the ball away. I think they're ranked 4th in the NFL as far as they're ranked like 7th as far as giveaway ratio. So if Jackson Dart isn't careful with the ball, the Eagles are going to pounce on that. That's
could be another
thing they have to do.
Could be another rough outing. Well, again, our coverage at 7:30 tomorrow night. Kickoff from MetLife Stadium, 8:15. NFC East battle, Philadelphia and the New York Giants. Martin, thanks for the visit. Enjoy the ball game, my friend.
All right, thanks for having me.
Hey, I appreciate the visit. And folks, you can stay up with Martin Frank at Delaware Online and the News Journal. That's going to do it for hour number 2. We'll be back with Off the Beaten Path and Ty Collins. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Hi, this is Dave Pulaski. For the past 10 years, I've been the voice of the high school football game of the week on WSJS. We've taken our coverage to a whole new level. Go to WSJS.com and click on the high school football game of the week, where you'll find each week's game along with your favorite team's schedule and results. Also, I break down all the matchups each week on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin and The Drive with Josh Graham. Thank you to our listeners and amazing sponsors who make all of this possible on WSJS.
Get ready for a cultural feast for your senses.
Let it all out, 'cause life is good.
Craft, music, and food, 200 artisans strong at the Autumn Leaves Festival, October 10th through 12th in Mount Airy. Sponsored in part by the North Carolina Education Lottery.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a country ham biscuit for only $3.19. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
Got a garage door that's more creek than chic? Precision Garage Door in the Triad transforms your entry from drab to fab. Whether you need a new door or a repair, they've got the tools and expertise to make it happen. Score $250 off new double garage doors and $150 off singles. Plus, ask about military and senior citizen discounts. Visit PrecisionDoorNC.com and give your home the facelift it deserves. Precision Garage Door, where quality and style meet.
Plug-in hybrid vehicles are all the rage right now.
Pair luxury driving with progressive technology at Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem. Explore the all-new GLC 350 and the GLE 450 plug-in hybrids at Mercedes-Benz. Get exceptional pricing, rebates up to $9,500, and interest rates as low as 1.99%. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, heavily invested in the community for over 50 years. On select vehicles, visit Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem for full details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
Hey, it's Josh Graham here from The Drive, and today's the last day of ACC tip-off in Charlotte. Among our guests, ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips, NC State Coach Will Wade, Louisville's Pat Kelsey, and much, much more. Listen to The Drive, 3 to 6 p.m. live from Charlotte, right here on WSJS.
News, talk, sports for the Triad. WSJS, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Open enrollment for health insurance starts in October. Learn how to avoid Medicare scams. What are the best plans? Hi, this is Jill Berlin. Join me Thursday mornings on the Jill Berlin Show to learn about your best health insurance options so that you can get the best care. We'll break it all down. Send me your questions. Jill at rsvp65.com. That's Jill at rsvp65.com. Plus, enjoy a positive quote and what's trending new online. The Jill Berlin Show, Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. on Triad Today on WSJS.
Piedmont Triad area weather. We do have a front making its way through for today and a few showers and thunderstorms rumbling in. We have those chances in place this morning into at least the early parts of the afternoon as well. And our high temperature for today, upper 70s. Drying out tonight, gusty northeasterly wind here and a low at 50. We are sunny and much cooler for Thursday and Friday. Highs each day middle 60s. Maintaining dry weather for the upcoming weekend with highs each day near 70. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Over the years, you've always wondered and you've questioned where to get the best news, talk shows, sports, and weather updates. But now there's one thing you're certain of. No doubts, ever. Turn your curiosity into certainty with WSJS.com. Listen live worldwide. Meet your favorite hosts. Get the latest concert info, exciting contests, and cheer for local sports teams.
Ready or not, here we come.
Visit us online at WSJS.com and never question your source of entertainment again.
Does your backyard need a little TLC this spring? It can be overwhelming to know where to start. Luckily, Ace Hardware on Robin Hood Road is here to help. Josh and his staff offer personalized yard care prescriptions tailored just for you. And right now, get free assembly and delivery on grills, blowers, and lawnmowers over $3.99. Ace knows your backyard is their backyard. Visit your neighborhood Ace at acehardware.com for online orders that'll be ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City,
It's a kind of magic.
it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
So today is National Fluffernutters Day.
I'll bring the fluffernutters.
Okay, give me all your fluffernutters.
Nutter.
That sounds nasty. What is it? Marshmallow cream and peanut butter sandwich. Is it contagious?
No, they're delicious.
It's delicious.
There's no difference. As long as I got a cup of coffee, I'll try anything once. Let's start the show.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. The 8th day of the 10th month of 2025. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. 6 minutes after 9 o'clock, bringing you the very best in local News Talk Sports conversation since 1930. That's right. You can like, share, follow, subscribe, all that cool stuff. We're on Facebook at WSJS Radio, Triad Today. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at WSJS Triad Today. So join in, be a part of the family. Tell your friends. You can even join in the live stream. We're right here in the studio every morning, every weekday morning, that is, from 7 until 10. Hey, y'all! There you are, big wave. Christian's right there. Christian says, hey, the Triad Today Studio Orchestra is that way. And I don't know where the omelet station is. I'm still waiting for that to appear in the studio, but hope springs eternal. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Today we're looking at a high of 80 degrees, mostly cloudy to start, gradually sunny when it all is said and done. A chance of showers, maybe even a thunderstorm in the first half of the morning. Then tonight, mostly clear, will drop to the low 50s. Thursday and Friday, about the same. Highs in the upper 60s. With lots of sun and occasional wind gust. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, go ahead and give us a call, 336-777-1600. It is time for us to go off the beaten path, brought to you by Crazy Kevin Powell, Kevin Powell Motorsports, and Foothill Ford. Kevin says yes.com. Kevin says yes.com. Back to lead us astray, our bestie, Ty Collins. Good morning, TC.
Good morning, Jeffrey. How are you, buddy?
All right, brother, man. What you got for us? I mean, I'm aching. Let's get going. I'm ready. I'm
You're
psyched.
aching.
Yeah.
A new Karen is getting roasted for snatching a headband out of the hand of a little boy after the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Giants on Sunday at MetLife Stadium.
Really?
The video clearly shows Mahomes was trying to hand it to the kid who was a Chiefs fan. But then here comes this lady, grabbed it away. When the video was posted and she was getting railed for it on social media, rightfully so,
yes,
she posted a pretty defiant video that didn't do her many favors at all. Here's part of it And she also said the boy needs to learn how to be a man. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I am not a thief. That little boy, when Holmes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it. Why didn't they stop me and say, hey, yo, give it to my son or my brother? But no one didn't say nothing to me. But now you are posting it 1 week later, telling me that I'm a thief. I'm not a thief. I'm not.
I am not a thief, said Richard Nixon.
I am not a thief.
Oh, my gosh. Lady, it's a headband. You're with a kid. Oh, my gosh. What's wrong with people?
Yeah, she did. She posted an update after offering the headband to the kid. I'm sure she probably asked for some money, too, brother.
Lady, just stay away. Just daggone, stay away. Stay away from the rest of us. How about that? Woo! She should be forced to watch it only on TV from now on. That's it. You can't go to any.
You got to know etiquette when it comes to stuff like that. There's little kids and they're asking for stuff from the
right.
From the sports play. The athletes. Then you have to let them there first in line. They're not there to give it to you.
Can you imagine if in that legendary moment when Mean Joe Green tosses his football jersey to a kid in the tunnel, if an adult had reached over the rail and snatched it? Are you kidding me? Mean Joe Green would have reached up and pulled that guy out of the stands. And what is wrong with you? Yeah. I'm only going to steal a jersey or a headband or a glove or a ball or something if it's my own child. If it's Sophia and Miles, I'll steal it from them because we live in the same house.
That's right.
Dad,
that's right.
Oh, what? Go away. I know where you live. I know where you sleep. So, yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, what was our streak? I think the streak is going to be broken now. As a Florida man, you got a Florida story.
Yeah, he made it through all of last week. We did not go to Florida. Here we are.
Yep.
We're 2 in. We're already back. You can't stay away forever.
Exactly.
It's just too good.
Maybe you can. But Florida man, this is great. Was pulled over for going 107 miles per hour. When asked why he was speeding, he replied that he had an appointment with his barber.
You're so stupid.
Here is Michael Stanek being pulled over and talking to the officer. This could be great.
Why are you going so fast?
I have an appointment with my barber.
You have an appointment with your barber, so you go 107 miles an hour.
I'm sorry.
Weaving in and out of traffic.
Well, when they take him to jail, won't they get him? They'd give him a little buzz cut there in the barber chair, won't they?
Yeah, that's what you came up with. You couldn't say you had to find a restroom or something.
I had an appointment with my barber. 107. Boy,
107 and going in and out.
Was in the car. I hope his wife was in the car. Really, just lady, go ahead. Tell him. As soon as the policeman walks off, go ahead and let him have it. Just rip it. There you go. All right, man. Serious.
So now, from now on, when I'm on the highway and I get passed by someone going 107 miles per hour and going in and out of lanes, said must have gone to the barber.
He's going to the barber. Just move over. Put on your flashers. I need to know. I've got a trim. I'm late. Let's go.
I get so upset, and my wife would always say, well, you don't know, maybe he's trying to get home to his family really quickly. Still, no point to drive like a jerk.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. So I feel that way in carpool line some days. Ty, let me tell you something. I was at Haynes Mall several years ago, Christmas week, right? And I was driving my F-150, my Ford truck. I loved that car. It was the best car I ever had, but that's a story for another day. And I'm going, now those of you that have been to Haynes Mall, the parking spaces are slanted, right? So you got to go.
Now? Yeah.
You got to go up or down the aisle. You can't, go from the wrong direction. So I'm going down the aisle in the correct direction, and a car just starts coming toward me because they don't want to wait their turn to go down their aisle. So they're just going to come down, and they're coming straight toward me. Well, I turned that F-150 sideways across that lane and put it in park. And that man, he's just, he's screaming, hollering, going bat crazy. You're blocking the road. I said, yep. He said, you got to move. I said, no. He said, I'm going to call the police. I said, go ahead. Finally, security wanders out there. Is there a problem? I'm just trying to teach this fella about what One Direction means here. He hadn't learned that yet, so we're just having a little teaching moment. So for him, and they said, "Mister, you're gonna need to back up." And you know what? As soon as he backed up and started going the right way, I managed to put my truck back in drive. Ty, isn't it amazing how that happens?
That's amazing how it works.
It does. It just so if you do the right thing, all kinds of good stuff happens. That's
Yeah.
all right.
It does happen, Jeffrey, though. You go to the Haynes Mall, and it doesn't matter if it's the arrow saying, what way or the other. You might as well get ready because someone's coming down the wrong side.
That's right. That's right. Yes, because I'm more important. Just like my barber appointment is more important. Oh, just be quiet.
Exactly.
Right. Enjoy your ticket. All right.
Exactly.
Now what, Ty?
Well, a cop's drug sniffing horse joke led to an arrest in Texas last week. Yeah, he was on horseback and joked to a guy that the horse could smell drugs. The guy thought he was being serious. He took off running, and here are the officers, Bryson Lewis and William Trotter, talking about what happened.
I guess Officer Trotter made a comment that was more of a joke.
That's cool. I have a narcotic smelling horse right here.
He didn't take it that way. He took it seriously.
Clearly, he took it seriously.
So, and then the chase was on, I guess. But he kind of took off down the alley, and we thought he was joking. So I said, "Hey, stop." And then he kept running, and I said, "Oh, he's actually running."
Somebody is silly enough to eventually run from a horse. After we had taken him into custody, I asked him, "What were you thinking running from horses?" And he was like, "I don't know."
First of all, you're not going to outrun that horse, and second of all, you just stupid. So there you go, a drug sniffing horse. All right.
Yes.
I suppose maybe Mr. Ed is like a second career or something. I don't know. All right. Bless his heart. Just bless his heart. All right, Ty. What else you got for us?
I tell you. Holiday Inn Express.
Yes.
Hey, makes you always a genius, right? I love that little.
That's great.
The ad campaign, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Holiday Inn Express is testing a scent-based alarm clock. It works like a diffuser, releasing the scent of coffee, bacon, or blueberry muffins when it's time to wake up. Now, here's the bad thing, Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's not available in the U.S. yet.
Of course not.
Here our influencer, Lily Turton, talking about this particular scent-based alarm clock.
What if your alarm clock didn't sound like this, but smelled like your favorite breakfast scent? Holiday Inn Express just launched the world's first breakfast alarm clock. It literally wakes you up to the smell of coffee, bacon, or blueberry muffin.
Well, now, Ty,
yeah.
I think we might be onto something, but what about the deep disappointment when you roll over and there ain't no bacon or coffee or blueberry muffins?
Right. Exactly. That's a good point. I wonder if there's a scent that you could do Thanksgiving dinner, because when you wake up and you're on Thanksgiving morning and the turkey's already getting cooked. I mean, that's a great smell.
Somebody's going to spend the night in one of those Holiday Inn Express, and they're going to wake up and go, "We're late! Get up! We're late! We've already missed it. We're late!" Oh my gosh!
Now, you know what though, Jeffrey? There is. My wife and I had this idea, and then apparently someone stole it because we did notice it was on one of the social medias. They said an alarm clock should be programmed to sound like your dog throwing up.
Oh no!
Because nothing gets you out of the bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
So,
Ty, funny you should mention that. Do you know what woke me up this morning?
What?
I heard Stella May chewing on something that sounded unusual. And I thought,
unusual.
I went, that's not one of her toys. And what is that? What has she got? And so finally I sit up. She had one of my new tennis shoes. And I didn't even have to speak. As soon as my feet hit the floor, that dog was down the hall. She was like, I've been busted. Yeah, one of my new tennis shoes. And she's just, I absolutely, we have radar. We have sonic hearing when it comes to the dog, don't we?
Yes. How old is the dog?
I don't know, 2 or 3. It's old enough to know better. And so, but
still chewing on some things.
Oh yeah, she's still a puppy in that regard. She likes to chew on my hand. It's one of those. Here, I just chew on you, Dad. All right, we got to take a break. We're off the beaten path with Ty Collins, Florida and Texas, and lots more on the way. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Hi, this is Dave Pulaski. For the past 10 years, I've been the voice of the high school football game of the week on WSJS. We've taken our coverage to a whole new level. Go to WSJS.com and click on the high school football game of the week, where you'll find each week's game along with your favorite team's schedule and results. Also, I break down all the matchups each week on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin and The Drive with Josh Graham. Thank you to our listeners and amazing sponsors who make all of this possible on WSJS.
TWI Motors, 336-602-8275. They buy junk cars or any unwanted vehicles. They pay cash and haul off for free. TWI Motors, 336-602-8275.
East Coast Wings and Grill. Tonight, kids 10 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. In Kernersville, in Greensboro on New Garden Road, and worldwide at eastcoastwings.com. It's a wing for all.
Transform your home with elegance and durability. At Heritage Hardwood Floors, they offer exquisite flooring options that complement any season. Plus, refinishing of existing hardwood floors is their specialty. With Jesse's craftsmanship, Catherine's business savvy, your dream floors are a step away. Their expertise is matched only by their passion for quality. Elevate your space with Heritage Hardwood Floors. Online at heritagehardwoodfloors.ws. Heritage Hardwood Floors. When it comes to flooring, they have no ceiling.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs.
Picking up, Oscar! La, 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 la.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Well, hey there, darling. I'm Burt Reynolds. I was the star of Smokey and the Bandit, Deliverance, and about 100 other pictures where I looked cooler than you on your best day. I may be 6 feet under, but one thing almost cooler than me is fall into winning at WSJS.com. Imagine raking in tickets to top concerts, dine gift cards, football games, and more. And don't ever forget, Burt Reynolds never really goes away. I just let the credits roll. So shift into gear at fall into winning at WSJS.com.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning from Jeffrey Griffin on Triad Today.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Off the beaten path we go with Ty Collins. All right, Ty, out of the Holiday Inn Express and on to where?
That's always the $1,000 question, right?
Isn't it always? Yes.
So it always is. So from a Holiday Inn Express, we now move to KFC recipe. A man claiming to be the Colonel Sanders' great nephew says KFC blocked him from complaining about them sexualizing Colonel Sanders. So he leaked their secret chicken recipe. Here is here he is explaining why he is taking these measures.
Kentucky Fried Chicken has blocked me on social media. For those who are new, I'm Colonel Sanders' great-great-great-nephew. I'm the last Sanders in his family line. Over the last decade, they have sexualized my uncle for marketing purposes. They have encouraged fans to sexualize him as well. My response to Kentucky Fried Chicken blocking me is, do you want to know how to make their chicken? Truly, genuinely, their chicken. This recipe I put together through facts. So let Kentucky Fried Chicken deny this. If they do, I'll say, prove it. I have facts and receipts to back up my recipe. Show us what yours is.
Sexualized.
I'm trying to think if in any realm, at any point, in any way, has Colonel Sanders ever appeared to be sexy? And I just don't see it. I know. Oh my gosh. I mean, grandfatherly, Southern, sure. Culinary inspiration, absolutely. Sexy. I just
that would make, that's not the word I would use.
No, wasn't in the top 5,000.
No, wasn't. Yeah, it was not.
So I'm going to show them. Here's the recipe. Okay, brother, I have news for you. We could Google that recipe any day. It's not a secret, brother. I hate to be the one to break it to you. We all got Google. We can all go home and fry chicken. My, bless his heart. I think he needs to see his counselor. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
He really does. Right. All right. Whoo. Well, okay. Good luck with that, mister. And I know why they blocked him. I know why they blocked him.
Why? Because he's all.
I'm thinking about blocking him too.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right, Ty, please find us something else. Come on, please.
This must be the fast food war section of our off the beaten path. A retired police officer in Florida was arrested for insulting workers at a McDonald's drive-thru and fleeing from law enforcement. Here is Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd making a playful, lighthearted statement about it.
We expect more of people who used to work for us. I'm embarrassed for his family, but make no mistake, you act like a McNut at McDonald's and you make drunk, saying McUgly things to the girls and putting a child's life in danger, you're going to jail. McJail every McTime. Have a good day.
Who says law enforcement doesn't have a sense of humor?
That's right.
Hey, we've got your McNut at the McDrive-thru. You want to send somebody over here? All right. It's your former McEmployee of the month. Oh, there you go. All right. Wow. Okay. He needs a hobby. That's what he needs. He needs a hobby. So, all right. Bless his heart.
Insulting workers at a McDonald's drive-thru and fleeing from the law enforcement. Okay, so this is another unwritten law for kids and forever. Well, you would know. I mean, you would know this too. You never make bad comments to
people who are giving you food.
Yeah, they're giving your food. Yeah, in the drive-thru, not. You can't say anything. That is a no-no.
Choice. Yeah. How old do you have to be to learn that lesson? So.
Wow. I remember one time one of my friends actually that we were in the car that was a lot younger and he kind of wanted to be cute and say something. Yeah, and I slapped his face like, no, do not. I said, you never talk. You never make fun of people that are going to handle your food.
That's right. Or at least wait until you have the food in hand.
Exactly.
Then you can, if you've got something that you really got to say, go for it. But you get the food first. Wow, brother. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, Ty and I, Christian knows it too. We've all learned it. Some people got to learn the hard way. All right, Ty, time runs short. Give us one more, my friend. Make it a good one.
All right. 2 students at Texas Tech went viral after they wrote a song about their roommate getting arrested for rushing the field at a football game. Now, the students are putting it on Spotify to help pay for their friend's bond and legal fees. So if you haven't heard it, here's some of the Rush the Jones song.
Well, it was rain delay on a Saturday, and Tech was playing Oregon State when two old boys thought they'd give it a run. Well, they jumped down from their stadium seats and felt the turf beneath their feet and flip-flops moving at 100 miles an hour. Well, they got to that old double T, looked up and saw security, about 50 head running like an angry mob. Well, it was a big old human tug-of-war, but security dragged him to the floor and threw him in cuffs, laying on his face. They rushed Jones. They rushed Jones. They rushed Jones. They rushed Jones. Holy good by God, they rushed Jones. They were running from those loving cops, tripping with no shoes and socks, got a face down on the turf inside the Jones.
Good job. That college education is paying off.
Yeah.
That is good stuff right
They
there.
rushed the Jones.
Oh, my gracious. Off the
Don't
beaten
run in the
path.
field.
That's right. Stay in the stands. Ty Collins, you're the best. We'll see you soon, right?
All right, bud. That's right.
All
Definitely.
right. Off the beaten path. Brought to you by Crazy Kevin Powell, Kevin Powell Motorsports and Foothill Ford. Kevin says yes.com on News Talk Sports, the Triad, WSJS.
It's not just a game. It's an event that brings us together week after week. Sundays are for the doubleheaders, the cheers echoing through the living room. Sunday, Monday, and Thursday nights under the primetime lights, the excitement never ends. And every Sunday morning, you're in the know with NFL Preview and NFL Insider. The NFL lives on WSJS. Tune in for football's finest moments. Visit WSJS.com for the full schedule.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Piedmont Triad area weather. We do have a front making its way through for today and a few showers and thunderstorms rumbling in. We have those chances in place this morning into at least the early parts of the afternoon as well. And our high temperature for today, upper 70s. Drying out tonight, gusty northeasterly wind here and a low at 50. We are sunny and much cooler for Thursday and Friday. Highs each day middle 60s. Maintaining dry weather for the upcoming weekend with highs each day near 70. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
I want to feel it.
Hi, folks. Brian Kilmeade here. I'm so excited to bring the latest breaking news, sports, politics, and entertainment to High Point, to Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and beyond. Join me this morning at 10 right here on your home for the Brian Kilmeade Show. News, talk, sports for the Triad WSJS.
Hey, you over there. Who, me? Yeah. Is your garage door groaning more than your grandpa's old recliner? Maybe now's the time to sneak over to Precision Garage Door. With $250 off new double doors and $150 off singles, your garage makeover just got exciting. Plus, ask about military and senior discounts. Come on, your dream garage is closer than you think. Precision Garage Door in the Triad. Online at PrecisionDoorNC.com.
Got it. PrecisionDoorNC.com.
A little more to the left. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Set her down right there.
Man, those new pallet forks you got there really came in clutch, Doug.
Thanks, Bob. And would you believe I only paid $1 for them?
$1? You're fibbing.
No, it's true. Got them when I got this John Deere 3025E tractor at James River Equipment.
What? No way.
Yes way. It's Buck Days, Bobby boy.
Get more bang for your buck during Buck Days at James River Equipment. Right now, when you purchase any new John Deere 1 through 5E series tractor, you can pick up a select Frontier attachment for just $1. Choose from pallet forks, rear blades, bale spears, and more. All yours for just $1.
Gear for $1? Count me in.
Well, sounds like you need to get over to James River Equipment before Buck Days ends on November 1st. They're going fast.
Ends 11/1/25. Subject to approved credit check with John Deere Financial. Select models and restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Good morning. It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Talk sports for the Triad WSJS. It is 9:35. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder on this 8th day of the 10th month of 2025. It is Pigskin Preview with the voice of the WSJS High School Football Game of the Week, Dave Pulaski, in the season number 10. It is week 8, and boy, the stars are aligned. Undefeated R.J. Reynolds and the one-loss Reagan Raiders going to tangle in a conference showdown Friday night in the Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week. Jerry Hunt Supercenter, they buy more, they sell more, you save more. Our coverage Friday night gets underway at 6:30. Kickoff from the Crater at 7 p.m. Dave, is R.J. Reynolds the real deal?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? I mean, you have to be at least somewhat for real in order to be 6-0 at this point in the season. But now they're going to go through that meat grinder of the CPC schedule. It's going to be Reagan, it's going to be West Forsyth, it's going to be East Forsyth, all back to back to back. So we'll find out just what this team is made of and what kind of a dream season that Joe Davidiak has built here. And we'll see just where they're at in terms of potential championship contention.
All right, it's all going to come down to it Friday night at the Crater in Winston-Salem. But before we look ahead, Dave, let's take a step back to week 7. I said it, and I want credit. I want pat on the back and gold stars on my helmet. I said last week, Reagan would be at home, and they would be looking and hoping for, I think my exact words were, they're praying that West and East go to 4 overtimes in the conference opener. Well, Dave, it wasn't 4, but we did go OT to get it all settled, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, that game pretty much had it all. There was so much drama. There was so much excitement. Great defenses on both sides, big plays, turnovers. I mean, everything that the coaches were looking for in terms of trying to get the victory there, they got. I mean, Christian Cepeda over the top for a 70-yard touchdown for East Forsyth. Moses Morris doing his thing on the ground for West. Ironically, the first touchdown of the game ended up happening on a broken play where Haynes Robitzer fumbled the snap. It was a bad snap to him. He picked it up. Moses Morris kind of floats out into the flat in front of the West Forsyth bench, kind of got lost in the shuffle there. Robitzer finds him, and Morris has nothing but green grass in front of him for a touchdown. So that got West Forsyth started. East Forsyth then answered with that long touchdown, and it was just back and forth all the way through. Lots of drama down to the end. East Forsyth had a chance to win in overtime. Christian Cepeda, who had 2 touchdown catches in the game, not just that 170-yarder, couldn't haul in a 4th down and goal catch in the back left corner of the end zone. West Forsyth then took over. Morris on the first play was able to scamper in. And, the students poured out onto the field. It looked like something out of a movie at the end of the game. It was just an absolute wild scene. West Forsyth got their first win over East since 2019. And, that game just really had everything you could have imagined out of it. Kevin Wallace, who came so close to beating East during the last couple of years, was finally able to get over the hump, and they were able to breathe a sigh of relief.
So West gets it, that final score 20-14 from Clemens, one way to close out week 7. And now we are in week 8, Dave. Reagan comes in at 5-1. They're 3-1 at home, but a perfect 2-0 on the road, scoring just under 22 a game. They give up about 12.5 per outing. They had no problem with Northwest Guilford last week. They raced out to a 41-point lead in the first half, and then with a running clock and the second and third string getting lots of reps, Northwest was able to push across 4 scores, but really that game was never out of reach. So Reagan should feel pretty good and pretty rested into this week 8 showdown at Reynolds, who comes in a perfect 6-0. They had little problem with Parkland last week, 22-6. So you look at the numbers, Dave. Reynolds on average scores about 10 points more per game than Reagan. Defensively, they're about even. Time to get out the crystal ball, Brother Pulaski. What's going to be the deciding factor?
Yeah, Reagan has that elite defense. And you mentioned the 28 points that Northwest Guilford scored, which was a season high that Reagan allowed. But by the same token, the Raider defense scored 2 defensive touchdowns in the game.
Sure, they did.
That's been their calling card this year. They have been one of the best defenses, not only in the Triad, but the entire state. We know that they shut out Reedsville earlier this year, ending their 394-game scoring streak that went back to the late 1990s. John Evans Jr., what he's been doing on the ground has been special. He's reached the end zone 10 times this season, closing in on 900 yards. And we know that Jacob Smith is on the cusp of breaking out. Still recovering from that torn ACL last year. It's just a matter of rhythm and confidence for him. If he can get that, and he can put that together by the end of the regular season, look out, because Reagan then becomes an instant state championship contender.
Yeah,
now
and Dave, the whole thing with Jacob is he's not yet had the I'm back game. There have been moments, of course, he's had a couple passes where you go, wow, that's what NC State saw. And that's what they're waiting for. But he has yet to put together 4 quarters of that caliber. But boy, that defense, and Dave, I was at that game last week, and it was one of those, you kind of half broadcaster, half father. I was sitting there laughing. And Dave, there's no other way around it. Officials are human beings, and we're not hating on officials, not at all. They missed a call. They did. And okay, it happens at every level of sports. They missed a call that should have benefited Reagan. Well, the Reagan sideline was almost to that point. It was nonchalant. It was a casual approach to the game. Nobody had really put their foot down. Well, Coach McGee actually felt pretty passionate about it, and he called timeout to continue that conversation. I was just kind of laughing to myself. I thought, he's not done saying all he wants to say. So it was kind of funny. And Dave, the defense comes right back out. It's immediately a scoop and score. They run it in. They kick off again. The next possession, it's a pick 6. And boy, the faucet, whoo! And all of a sudden, the waters were flowing, and Reagan never looked back. I said, sometimes you got to poke the bear. You got to make them mad. And that missed call seemed to be all that Reagan needed. It was like, all right, if we want this win, we got to go out and take it. And boy, the rest of that second quarter, they did take it. And you kind of got a glimpse what you're talking about. If that's the team that shows up and plays 4 quarters, look out, everybody else, isn't it?
Yeah, Jeffrey. There are such things as strategic timeouts, aren't there?
Absolutely.
Where Josh McGee ends up maybe he wanted to light a spark under the Reagan team, and that's exactly what he was able to accomplish. Sometimes coaches just have that feel as to what's going on, and Josh has done a tremendous job, not only this year, but I mean, through all the years that he's been Reagan's
just
head coach.
consistent all the way through. I mean, they've never been bad. And so some teams have been really exceptionally good. This year could be special. Let's talk about Reynolds. They're 6-0. You look at the schedule, they haven't played a great number of heavyweights, but you can't blame the kids. You can only win the games you play. And so far, they have found a way every Friday night, haven't they?
Yeah, they sure have. I mean, you play Southeast Guilford. That's not an easy game. But,
right.
Earl Bates is a terrific coach for Southeast. And remember, they beat Reagan in the playoffs last year. So, getting past them, no small order. They had to go on the road and beat Glenn earlier this season. Playing Parkland last week, you had to imagine that there's some emotions going on there, right? You're going to Deaton Thompson Stadium,
sure,
the place that you used to call home for so many years. And now, you're the, certain, unquestioned road team for that kind of matchup. So, you have to have some things going through your mind as you're walking into that stadium for the first time in a totally different setting. But, they've been boosted by playing at Crater Stadium. The kids absolutely love it. When we were there for week 1 for that first ever game, those kids were hopping around on the artificial turf. It was like Christmas for them.
Beautiful facility. Up. Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. We love being there. We're looking forward to being back there on Friday. And when you look at Reynolds on paper, there's a lot of similarities between what they're doing and what Reagan's doing. Really good defense. They've been tight all season long. They had that opening shutout against North Forsyth. They held Parkland to 6 points. They held Southeast Guilford to 14 in that win this year. And then on the ground, they have Antonio Samuels, who is basically their senior version of John Evans Jr. He's almost at 1,000 yards on the season. He has 11 touchdowns. He has been a spark plug for that R.J. Reynolds offense. And they have Tommy Elrod at quarterback, who's a 3-year starter. He won Winston-Salem Journal Player of the Week earlier this season. He has a great command of the offense. He's one of those guys where he'll put up the numbers, but he also has that presence. And there's something that can be said for that, Jeffrey, as you well know. Having an experienced quarterback who has been through the wars before, that can mean the difference in the game sometimes. And a guy who will not panic under pressure and facing off against this really good Reagan defense, you're going to need that kind of guy if you're going to have a chance to win.
Yeah, and Dean Smith, legendary basketball coach, Hall of Famer, he said it on more than one occasion. I think it's applicable to football as well, that there's nothing like court savvy. And when you have players who are aware and experienced and comfortable and not prone to panic, that just gives you an unwavering advantage when it comes to the short rows. And again, Reynolds, another check mark on their column is they've won 4 of these games on the road. So they've got it done in hostile territory. Again, our coverage Friday night at 6:30. Dave Pulaski and Drew Brackett will have the call. Kickoff at 7 p.m. from the Crater, the Reagan Raiders and the R.J. Reynolds Demons. What a way to celebrate Week 8. Dave, get out there early, and we'll talk with you next week, my friend.
We will. Hey, every week in the CPC is a grind, isn't it?
It's always, and it's tons of fun, too. Folks, the Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week. Jerry Hunt Supercenter, they buy more, they sell more, you save more. Let's see who can win more. Friday with Dave and Drew. Again, our coverage at 6:30. Kickoff at 7 p.m. It is 9:46. We're going to take another break. We'll come back and get ready to visit the Tar Heel Antiques Festival this weekend. That'll be fun. Craig Lloyd's next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Blue Devils football is right here on WSJS. Don't miss out on the action made possible by First Horizon Bank, Big Bank Muscle, Small Town Hustle, and heard exclusively on WSJS, along with the Duke Daily Report and the Duke Football Radio Show.
I hit them like this.
Saturday, the Duke Blue Devils have the weekend off. They return to action October 18th when they welcome Georgia Tech to Durham. Schedule and tickets available at WSJS.com.
A cultural feast for your senses. Over 200 artisans, nonstop music, and incredible food at the Autumn Leaves Festival, October 10th through 12th in downtown Mount Airy. Presented by Carport Central.
Hurt people, but forgiven people forgive people.
This is True Commentary with Stu Epperson, author and host of Truth Talk Live.
There are enough people continuing the saga of vengeance and anger and hate and vitriol in the culture. What about setting off a tone, an undercurrent, a tsunami of forgiveness? You see, when you've been forgiven by God, which means you receive something you didn't deserve, you receive mercy instead of his wrath. In Christ, God offers mercy, grace, and forgiveness. That forgiven person will become inevitably a forgiving person. And that's how the grace of God and the gospel of God advances. We're taking the good news to people who don't deserve it, just like we didn't deserve it. Rather than advancing hurt and pain and generational curses, let's advance blessing, grace, and forgiveness by the grace of God. Watch what he does.
Join Stu on radio, social media, and his daily Truth Talk Live podcast. Learn more at truthnetwork.com.
Ow! Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr. Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the call. Now I'm finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
I got to be honest, the transfer portal feels a little like Bitcoin. Everybody thinks they're going to get rich, and it's a lot of nonsense and hope. I'm not really sure you're ever going to be able to buy a really nice house with it, but hey, it sounds great. Let's bring in all these new players. Third is here. That's right, The Herd with me, Colin Coward, on WSJS. Join me weeknights, 6 till 9 p.m. Yes, I'm opinionated. I make you think, though, I hope, and react. 6 till 9, it's The Herd on WSJS.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News, talk, sports to the Triad, WSJS. It is 9:50, 10 minutes before the top of the hour. I'm Jeffrey, that's Christian. Let's wrap up the big show with a visit to the Tar Heel Antiques Festival. Good morning, Craig. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Hey, brother, I would feel like we just talked about this last year, and now we're right back at it, right? Friday and Saturday?
Absolutely. Yep. We do it in the spring and the fall. So it's not too long ago.
There you go. Now, we are headed to Elfland. All right, Craig, tell everybody, how do we get there?
Directly between Greensboro and Raleigh at the merge of Interstate 4085. So if you're coming from Greensboro, it's going to be right before the split, like you're headed to Durham.
Okay, so I love that. It's the easiest directions in the world. Where are you? Where 40 and 85 meet? To just go there and you'll find it.
Exactly.
And folks,
that's through the middle of our farm, so you can't miss it.
There you go. Just put that right on in. And folks, the details are all available online at TarHeelAntiquesFestival.com. And Craig, I mean, it's not just a little thing. What, you got about 800 acres out there?
We sure do. And we have got vendors from all over the country. We got vendors from Texas, Ohio, New York, New Jersey, Florida, all over the country, selling everything from jukeboxes to jewelry to furniture to toys and collectibles. It's amazing out here.
Now, Craig, do we need to get tickets, or does this just park and start wandering and dealing? How does it work?
Yeah, it's a $5 admission. Okay. The money goes to help support our family farm. We've been in our family for 10 generations. So part of our agritourism. So this way we don't have to put a Dollar General or a Rocket Wash out here.
I feel you, brother.
$5.
That's right. Nothing wrong with it. You know, Craig, on my lifetime bucket list is I've always wanted to own an item that would qualify me to get on Antique Roadshow. I feel like I could make that happen at the festival this weekend, couldn't I?
You sure can. You sure can. There are some amazing things or whatever. Last year I bought a bunch of Indian arrowheads and found out they're worth like $100 a piece.
Are you sick? Get out.
No, it's amazing.
I mean to tell you, and folks, it can happen. You hear these stories and you go, well, that happens to other people. No, I would tell you, Craig, I was walking around. It was actually an antique auction. And I was there, and they held up this, the guys, they hold up this great big piece of artwork, and I go, oh, that's Abraham Lincoln. I'm a Lincoln fan. I love President Lincoln, study, read, all that kind of stuff. And it goes on the auction block. I bought it, and it was framed. It was great big, and I bought it for not much. I mean, I had no money. I didn't even have a job, so, it was whatever was in my pocket. And I got it for just a few bucks, and I take it home. And my mama goes, Jeffrey, that looks like it might be worth something. I said, oh, Mama, I don't know. I just liked it. It was old, and it's Abraham Lincoln. So, and we got on Google, Craig, and looked it up. It's one of the first, I think there were 1,100 prints that Mrs. Lincoln had done of the president signing the Emancipation Proclamation. And this is one in the original frame. It's one of the original 1,100 that were distributed nationwide. And it was just walking along, antiques stacked up. You see it, you like it, you get it, you take it home, and you go, all right, now it's mine. It'll never leave my eyesight again. And Greg, it's that kind of, you can have that kind of family legacy and memory and adventure at the Tar Heel Antiques Festival, can't you?
Absolutely. And we talking about auctions, we have on-site auctions here. Plus, we do, with your admission, you get free simple appraisals. So if you've got something you think that might be worth something, like your Lincoln portrait or whatever, bring it out here. They'll appraise it for you, a quick appraisal right on the spot and everything, and no extra charge. So
and isn't it better to know than to wonder?
Yes, exactly.
And
sometimes the mystery school.
That's right.
It is 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday.
All right, 9 to 5, both days, and you get out there and just park. And this is all outside. So I guess if you wanted to, if you're just going to come spend the day, you could bring a lawn chair, couldn't you?
Absolutely. And you can bring your dog, and we do have food trucks and all that here on site as well. So as long as your dog's on a leash, we are definitely pet friendly. Plenty of free parking out here, acres and acres of free parking.
I bet, yeah. Hey, folks, this may be the place to bring your teenager. Let them practice parking. So if you got 100 acres on either side of you. Folks, it is located between the Triangle and the Triad near the merger of 40 and 85. The Tar Heel Antiques Festival. Again, you can find out online, tarheelantiquesfestival.com. Craft and vintage vendors and literally thousands of antiques, auctions, on-site appraisals. What a way to spend your weekend. And then you just kind of cement your legacy with the family, because that thing you've always held on to, there is something to it. Find out what the story is. Craig, I appreciate the visit. We'll do it again in the spring.
We appreciate it, buddy. Y'all always great supporters of ours. We appreciate it, and the family farm appreciates it too. And y'all check out our Facebook page too. We're doing live events throughout the event the whole weekend.
Oh, that'll be fun. Again, and that is Tar Heel Antiques Festival on Facebook?
That's it.
All right, everybody, you got it now. Craig, we'll stay out of trouble.
All right, come see us, buddy.
You know it. Folks, that's going to do it for the big show. It is 9:56. Christian and I got to get out of the way. Brian Kilmeade's up next. He'll be with you 10 to 12. Todd Starnes to 2. Dana Lash and Spot, the 2 o'clock hour. And live right here in the studio, it is The Drive. Josh Graham and Will Dalton. He's back after Operation ACC. Get ready for basketball season. Such good stuff. That's The Drive with JG and WD from 3 until 6. We'll see y'all in the morning. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
It's the ACC Tip-Off live from Charlotte. Today's the final day, and the drive